on the GCU campus. Lots of fun and games as the Lopes celebrate homecoming, and with the alumni in town and in attendance tonight here at GCU Arena, enjoying some fun outside the venue. Pre-game leading up to the big game tonight, as the Lopes will honor not only their alumni and the winners of that race out there, but they'll also honor their seniors as they play in their final regular season home game, trying to get the victory tonight over the Roadrunners of CSU Bakersfield. I'm Kate Longworth. Thanks so much for being dialed in at Cox Channel 4, your view here for the Lopes pregame show. And it's been a week of emotions for the Lopes. Last Saturday night, right here at GCU Arena, we saw Dan Marley win his 100th game coaching the Lopes, and now tonight the Lopes are going for their 20th win on the season, and it will also be a farewell for many key players here in the Lopes uniform, as some key seniors suit up for a final time in a GCU uniform playing here at home.
It's deeper than just a senior night. It's deeper than just individual expectations, you know what I mean? Like, we all came together. The moment we signed up, we knew it just wasn't about individual, you know what I mean? So we want to win on Saturday so we could be prepared, headstrong for the WAC tournament going into the next week. And come on, man, we got a full head of steam, and we got the best student body behind us, so we'll be fine.
You always want to be playing your best basketball at the end of the year, especially when tournament plays are in, you know, once we have the tournament in play now. And you know, that's the thing. Momentum's huge. You get a few wins, feeling good about yourself going into the tournament, and you know you can make some noise real quick. And so that's what we're looking to do. We're looking to be playing our best basketball come Vegas, you know, that time we're playing in that WAC tournament and hoping to win 3 games and move on.
And the Lopes are doing just that. They had a couple of hard road games during February where they had a few losses out on the road, but they've come back here, owned the GCU Arena, and they've found their way back into the win column. And as the players said, playing tonight not just for this band and for the House of the Havoc, but playing for their seniors, but also knowing the season is not over. They are tournament eligible. So it is an exciting night, but guys, it's also bittersweet as we bring in the guys who will be calling the game tonight, Barry Patel and Scott Williams. And guys, in our production meeting leading up to this game, we were a little emotional. We're excited for what lies ahead for the Lopes, but it's the final game of the regular season. And for the seniors, it's such a big night. What are you guys thinking, the team's feeling, and how are you feeling about this?
Yeah, it is kind of bittersweet knowing that postseason play is right around the corner, but wow, Josh Braun, Keontae Vernon, Casey Benson, Sheik Sai Savain. For Josh and Keontae more perhaps, and Casey just the one season, and Sheik as well, but what a career here at GCU for both of them.
I get emotional thinking about what those guys have meant to the program over the last 4 years. I mean, just tremendous competitors have really built something, a foundation in which they can be very, very proud with the rest of their lives.
Well, they should be proud. They're riding a 2-game winning streak, and it was an emotional game against Utah Valley. They won it 60-59.
They were very happy for Coach Marley, got his 100th victory in that one. I mean, they had to fight extremely hard. In fact, they even got to bumping each other's jaws a few times, getting the nose of the opponent's face. But it was a great win here at home. This place was electric, and they came out on top.
So that with that victory, just 1 game away from 20 victories yet again for head coach Dan Marley and the GCU Lopes. They hope to be riding that 3-game winning streak as they head into the WAC tournament in Las Vegas at the Orleans Arena. They sit number 3.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great opportunity. I mean, they can catch Utah Valley and pass them. They can get a win tonight. Utah Valley would be to stumble. That would be fantastic for the Lopes, get that 2nd seed, try to avoid some of the top seeds going to the tournament. But more importantly, they're playing good basketball right now. Wherever the chips may fall, they get a win tonight. If they end up in the 3rd or the 4th seed, the 3rd seed rather, they can go in there knowing that they're playing their best basketball at the end of the season. After having some struggles in the mid part of the season, they can put all that behind them now and ride that wave right on into the postseason.
Chicago State with their first win tonight, so they'll go into the tournament perhaps one of the 100 teams after a big, big win tonight. Well, how about this matchup here tonight, and how about some of the fresh faces, some of those guys that will be here for years to come, and that's sophomore Oscar Frere.
Oscar Frere is really coming on as a Terry. He has been so aggressive on the defense and offensive end. Getting steals, getting in the passing lane, using his wheels in transition. Really got a lot of confidence in his jump shot, mid-range game, ability to slash to the basket and from behind the arc. One of the top 10 three-point shooters in the Western Athletic Conference.
41.3% from the arc in conference play. Oscar Freyer stepping up big time here down the stretch. Oh, how about his teammate at Moreau Catholic High School, Damari Milstead, getting some extended minutes as well lately.
Yeah, he's shown his patience, and Coach Marley has rewarded him with a lot of playing time because he's out there very confident. He's got a lot of faith in him to take care of the basketball. He's not afraid of the big moment. That was a huge shot the other night. This kid has a little moxie. He's a little wise behind his ears, and then he can really push that basketball in transition. Really good at finding his teammates. Coach Marley's giving him both of the minutes to close out basketball game.
16 minutes per game the last 3 games, 7 points per game, and 4 of 6 from three-point land. Damari Milstead getting some extended minutes here down the stretch. Hopefully here tonight as well against Bakersfield, that came out with a big win at home against the Lopes a short time ago.
Yeah, don't sleep on this Bakersfield team. They are extremely explosive.
They like to press, and they'll look to Damian Durham, their redshirt junior, leading scorer at 11.9 points per game.
Yeah, he's a three-point bomber, but that's not all he can do. He's got a live body. Kind of reminds me a little of Rip Hamilton, the way he's able to slash to the bucket, create shots for himself and for his teammates.
Durham leading the WAC in 3 points attempted, third in makes per game at 17 against the Lopes on the 17th. Earlier this month, scored the 1,000th career point against Chicago State back on January 20th. It's the Roadrunners against the Lopes. It's the final home regular season matchup here on senior night. Homecoming should be an emotional start. We hope that you stick around. Kate, we'll send it back over to you.
All right, guys, and we know with a victory tonight, the Lopes assure themselves at least a 3rd seed heading into the Vegas tournament next week. So, Scott, how important is a victory tonight? Kind of play out some of the scenarios the Lopes would be dealing with when it comes to that seeding.
Oh, this one's huge. I mean, you got mom in the house, your family's here, your brother, sister, everybody's in the house tonight to watch you. You're getting flowers on the court. You want to win this one if you're a senior going out, and if you're a junior or below, and you want to play as hard as you possibly can to send these guys off right. On top of that, this one's homecoming. All the alumni are in the house. Everything that you've worked hard for over the course of this season, to be proud of getting this 20th win, you get to show out tonight all those people that have paved the way before you.
Exactly, and we know this is a big March for the Lopes in general because, after all, they are tournament eligible after that 4-year transition into Division I play. But we've only tipped the iceberg, the touch of it, because we have so much more coming here on the Lopes pregame show. First, we're going to sit down with the man of the hour, Mr. 100, Dan Marley, joins our Barry Patel right after this. He'll give us a game plan for tonight and also the outlook heading into the WAC tournament next week.
Hey you! Are you ready? Grab your pack, grab your tent, grab your gear. Jump in. We're going on an adventure. Here in Arizona, there's so much to see, so much to do, so much to experience. When I started my degree program at Grand Canyon University, I knew I was embarking on a journey. I never expected it to be such an adventure. Offering over 200 academic programs with a Christian worldview and nestled in the heart of Phoenix, you're never more than a few short hours from something worth remembering. At GCU, adventure is never too far away. Study hard, play hard, never stop moving. What are you waiting for? Come earn your degree in fewer than 4 years while exploring everything Arizona has to offer. So, you ready? Find your purpose in Arizona. Find your purpose at GCU. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu/AZ road trip.
The WAC basketball tournament is coming up March 7th through the 10th. Las Vegas, Nevada, the Orleans Arena. All session tickets can be purchased through the GCU ticket office and the Orleans Arena box office. GCU ticket office, that number is 602-639-8979. Single session tickets available to purchase on March 7th at the Orleans box office. The women's quarterfinal tips off Wednesday, March 7th. The men's quarterfinals on Thursday, March 8th. Well, the Lopes pregame show. The last one of this regular season rolling along from GCU Arena. So glad you could join us. We are alongside the head coach, Dan Marley. Your team's riding a 2-game winning streak. You used to close things out against Bakersfield tonight on senior night. It's homecoming. There's going to be a lot of emotions in here.
Yeah, you're always a little worried about it. Obviously, with the 3 seniors that we have, 4 seniors with Sheik, you're a little worried about it because this is a huge game for us. You want to give those guys their due; they deserve it. But yet, we want to come out and get our 20th win, go on to Vegas with a 3-game winning streak, and have a good seed. So we'll see how it turns out. But I'm excited to get this game going. I'm happy for Sheik and Josh and Casey and Keontae.
The 100th victory came 1 week ago tonight. A big one, 60-59 over Utah Valley. 100 wins, that's not bad in 5 seasons.
Yeah, you know, it's been great, and it's been the whole university. It's been President Mueller, it's been players present and past. It's been a coaching staff. It's been a great student section. So everybody's been involved in it. It's been fun. And it's been really quick.
The importance of winning 3 games to close out the season. Obviously, you want to be on a roll. You want to have that confidence going into the tournament. It's about seeding as well. How important is it for you?
Well, it's important, first of all, because I think I know we've had a disappointing season. We haven't had too many signature wins. We've let some slip away, especially in the WAC, but we feel we should win every home game here in the WAC, and the last 3 obviously are here at home. So we need to win these games not only to get a good seed, but to continue to get better. And we've always protected our house pretty well here. And it's important to us to be on a roll when we get to Vegas. I truly believe that we can beat anybody in this league. I think that stands for almost every team in this league. If somebody gets hot, they're going to be hard to beat. But I believe in our guys, and I think it's very important. I know it's very important for us to be feeling good about ourselves and on a little bit of a roll.
Casey Benson had not a lot of scoring in 2 previous games, but when he got tangled up with Mang Yang, it looks like the emotions kind of took over and woke him up a little bit.
Yeah, you know, he's got to look to score, and that's what I keep telling him. He's terrific with the ball as far as finding guys and assists and not turning it over, but he has to be a little bit more selfish as far as looking to score. And when he does that, that's going to open other guys up. And he had done that for a while, and I think he stopped a little bit. So hopefully tonight, when the opportunity presents itself, he can look at the basket and get some shots.
Alessandro Lever was on a roll and had a 30-point performance, a big career night. He comes back, misses his first 7, but he still contributed on the court.
Yeah, you know, it's tough for Alessandro. It's a lot like Josh has been, dealing with this year. They're going to start really concentrating on him. They know we're going to go to him in the post. He's going to start seeing double teams. He's going to start seeing different defenses. I didn't like his body language last game. He missed a few shots. He got down on himself. He looked at the refs, and I told him he's not going to make every shot. So he just got to continue to play in. He did that. So he ended up having a pretty good game. I don't care what his shooting percentage is because we kept on giving him the ball down there. He drew fouls and got people in foul trouble, and he opens up other guys on the court.
You know, when those guys kind of are suffering, or Casey and Josh are scuffling along, as of late, the 2 Aussie guys, Matt Jackson and Jared Martin, have come in and given you guys a spark.
Yeah, they're great glue guys. Defensively, they're very versatile. They can guard different positions. They're very smart offensively, and when we put Ali in the post, we run a little triangle action where those guys really can spread the floor. They recognize defenses. They find open guys. So they've done a great job. And also another guy that has been very consistent and hasn't gotten much love from it is Oscar. Oscar's that 3rd guy that we look to get hot, and when he plays well, we usually win.
You mentioned the seniors off the top. Josh, of course, you just can't say enough. He'd obviously like to have a better season. You would love to see him kind of produce here as of late. Maybe he'll provide that spark here tonight.
Yeah, you know, I still believe in Josh every night. No matter what happens, you know, the story hasn't been written yet. I still think that Josh can get hot, and if Josh gets hot, we're going to be hard to deal with. And so I've been talking to him. I think he feels good about it now. I think he's been thinking too much. I said, Josh, just let it go down. If you're going to go down swinging. Quit pump faking, quit thinking. Just go out there and play basketball. Let the shots fly. Get some rebounds, post up, do those kind of things. So I still think Josh has the ability to get really hot, and if he does, we're going to be hard to beat.
Bakersfield, there's a team that shocked you guys at Bakersfield.
I wasn't shocked.
You weren't shocked?
No, I wasn't shocked. That team, even though they're down this year, They have a hard time scoring. They're a great pressure team. They really took us out of our offense. They do a good job defensively of pressuring you, and we'll have to do a better job of controlling the ball and be able to get in our offense here at home. And that starts with Casey. That starts with Keontae. And every time we play this team, Keontae gets in foul trouble. And they're a physical team. He's got to stay out of foul trouble. And our guys have to do a better job of matching their physicality.
All right, good luck tonight,
All right,
Coach.
thank you.
Head Coach Dan Marley, our guest. Stay with us. More of the Lopes pregame show continues from GCU Arena. It's not easy to win one conference championship, let alone 3 straight, but that's exactly what GCU men's and women's coach Tom Flood has done. We'll hear about the three-peat and some of the outstanding accomplishments by both teams at the recent WAC Indoor Track Championships. The Lopes pregame show continues after we take this time out.
Earning your RN to BSN degree online doesn't have to be without the college experience. Finding your purpose takes support from those around you. GCU's leadership offers over 3 decades of experience delivering our accredited RN to BSN program 100% online. Graduate in as few as 16 months, learning from full-time practicing nurse faculty in small classes. Integrate your education with your faith and Christian worldview.
Find your purpose online at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Welcome back to the Lopes pregame show here on Your View, and we want to remind you while you're at home watching the game, you can still be a part of the action and all the fun we're having here at GCU Arena by finding us on Instagram or Twitter using the hashtag LopesRising. You can see right now tweets are rolling on the bottom of our screen, and that tweet could be yours. You can be a part of all the fun, especially if you are a GCU student out there not able to get to the game or alumni on this homecoming game. We'd love to celebrate you. So use that hashtag LopesRising and be a part of our broadcast. I'm Kate Longworth. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. And I'm excited to be joined now by GCU's CEO and President, Brian Mueller. And we're all talking about this right now. I think that we can't believe this is the final home game of this season. But wow, what a journey it has been to be able to qualify next week for WAC tournament play. Just take me through the whole process and what you guys have gone through this transition.
It's been amazing. It's a journey. I can remember meeting with Mark Everett and Jerry Colangelo. He helped us get Division I, so that happened, and then we had 4 years of transition. We had the best record in the history of the NCAA for a transitioning team from Division II to Division I. And then, of course, this year we're eligible. And we've had a little bit of it's been a little bit of an up and down season, but we've now won 2 in a row. We won 19 games. We win tonight, and Utah Valley loses, and we'll finish in second place. So a lot to look forward to the rest of the year.
Yeah, and the team tonight going for their 20th win on the season. We've seen that for several years now. It's absolutely impressive what Dan Marley has been able to do for this program, as well as the players he puts out on the court. But last week, Coach Marley got his 100th win for the Lopes. What has it meant to you to have Dan Marley working this program and really gearing you up for exactly what's here right now with the WAC tournament play approaching?
Well, in a way, it's a dream come true to have Jerry Colangelo and Dan Marley, 2 of the icons in professional sports in the Valley historically, to both be here. Obviously, what Jerry's done has been incredible, but Dan, people knew him as a player and they knew him as an assistant coach, but they know him as a dynamic personality, but they have no idea how good a coach he is. He is really, really good. I've heard him speak at clinics. I watch him work with our teams, and he's going to be a superstar as an NCAA Division I basketball coach. He is a guy that can help us get to be a top 20 program, and so we're so proud that he's here, proud that he's part of this community. He represents the university as well as we could possibly hope somebody could represent the university. So it's been a match made in heaven, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun this year, especially. A lot of former Suns players have been in the house to watch GCU, and it's Dan's former teammates, and they're echoing those same sentiments, just amazed about what he's doing here, but kind of expecting it because he's that type of competitor. And now here we are. It is time for the WAC tournament play, and we know this is the house of the Havocs, but from what I can tell, they're going to be traveling in style to the Vegas games starting on Thursday as well.
Our students don't ever surprise me. The things that they do, the support that they give their fellow students, the loyalty that they have to the university is second to none. There's not another student body like this. I don't care where you go in the country. And so, yes, people are really looking forward to this. We'll be getting on buses and going in cars and on airplanes, and we will be a couple thousand strong out there in Las Vegas, starting Wednesday with the girls' game, and then Thursday with the boys' game, and we'll see what happens. I think both teams are capable of winning, so it's going to be an exciting week for Grand Canyon University in Las Vegas.
Yeah, and what is your message? You're talking about that fan base this team has established right here throughout the country as well. What is your message to those loyal Lopes fans?
Well, you know, I was just downstairs and I was watching the beginning of the Duke, North Carolina game, and the game is at Duke, and they're known for how well they support their team and how strong a community they have at that university. That's what's growing here. You know, like I said, our students are incredibly supportive of everything that happens here. They're loyal to the institution. That rubs off on the alumni and in the community in general. These games were all sold out this year. People that are interested in season tickets, call our ticket office. There may be some available, but you want to get involved in this because what it is today is really good. Think about what it's going to be in 3 or 4 years. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, and I believe that because you see where it was at 3 years ago, and it's only gotten better and better. And now, one a week, we're talking about WAC tournament play in just a few days. And we want to remind Lopes fans that an hour and a half before tip-off in Vegas, there will be a big pep rally. So if you're one of those Lopes fans traveling to Vegas for the WAC tournament, make sure you're a part of that. Meanwhile, Brian Mueller, congratulations. Thank you so much for being here with us. Enjoy this game and enjoy your first WAC tournament for men's basketball.
It's going to be a great night. It's going to be a great night. Thank you.
All right, we are going to continue to celebrate the alumni and homecoming tonight, and of course it is also senior night. We'll be right back. We'll talk more basketball and also some other athletic programs here on the GCU campus. Don't go anywhere. The Lopes Pregame Show will be right back.
My name is Anthony Perez, and I earned my master's in education at Grand Canyon University. I feel that the degree program at GCU definitely got me ready and prepared me to be an agent of change so that way I can lead my classroom to find innovative ways of solving the problems in education in the state of Arizona. Grand Canyon University definitely has a vibrant campus that has many resources that are accessible.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Barry Butel alongside the head coach of men's and women's track here at GCU, Coach Tom Flood. And wow, what a great day to be talking with you. Coming back from Nampa, Idaho with a three-peat. Doing it once is tough enough. Twice is unprecedented. 3 times perhaps maybe even impossible unless you're the WAC indoor for men's and women's. Congratulations, Coach, on yet another WAC championship.
Yeah, thank you very much. It was a good weekend to be a member of the GCU track and field family. So.
What can you say about the men's and women's teams that you and your staff have compiled here?
Yeah, like you just said, it's tough to win one, and defend's tough. But to three-peat, that's something really special, and it's a kind of a good reflection of the kids we've got in our program. That they just they come in and learn right away what it could take to win from the class before them, and nothing's handed to us, and we scratch and claw and just leave it all out on the track and take care of our individual events, and hopefully collectively those individual performances add up to another team title.
And the bar keeps getting raised by this team. 5 school records and 13 individual records were set.
Yeah, those were just some great performances this weekend. Again, just take care of business individually, do it with themselves. Don't worry about anybody else, but just take care of business. And it's really fun to lead a group of athletes that just kind of a wolf pack mentality. Just one performance leads to another. It's kind of a true snowball effect. It was snowing outside there in Boise this weekend, so they just kept feeding off each other's performances.
Wow, it's fantastic for the indoors now. You're right back at it. No rest for the weary here because you got the outdoors.
They've got like 4 hours more to enjoy the indoor championships at 3:15 this afternoon.
Wow.
We'll get busy, start preparing for outdoor. Do it again.
It all gets started outdoors March 16th down in Tucson. What are you expecting?
I think some big performances right away. It's tough enough. It's getting tougher to make our conference teams. We can only take 28, so they know right away. They've got to have some big performances early. We're going to go to the Texas Relays again this year, Mount Sac. Those meets are pretty tough to get into, and those marks, we'll have to take care of business early. So really looking forward to outdoor season. We've waited 4 years for this transition and look to take as many kids as we can to the NCAA regionals and as many then to the NCAA championships themselves, and hopefully have a national champ in Tara Sue outdoor in the discus.
That's right, Tara Sue, great to mention her. WAC Outdoors, May 9th through the 12th in Lawrence, Kansas. Nice to have the WAC championships and also the NCAAs to look at now.
Oh, absolutely. And Lawrence's facility, it's one of the best in the nation. We might have a rain delay and a tornado watch like a couple years ago, but we swept both titles there 2 years ago, so I'd love to see the same thing happen again.
Well, congrats to you, your staff, and the men's and women's track teams.
Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Three-peat, that's what Tom Flood is hoping for. Meanwhile, we are hoping for a big game tonight here at GCU Arena as the Lopes celebrate senior night against Cal State University Bakersfield. We're going to come back and take a trip around the WAC and look at how the tournament in Vegas is starting to play out next week. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
I'm Taylor, and I'm getting my Bachelor's of Science degree in marketing from GCU. Moving on campus was one of the best decisions ever. Once I moved on campus, what really made me feel like I was a GCU student was going to all of the events and getting plugged into all the different things that we have going on here. One of the things that makes me feel most safe on campus is just the whole community aspect. Like, we're a big family here, and just knowing that I'm welcome with open arms and I can just be myself. Being an RA has given me a lot of experience that I think I can carry on through the rest of my life. Between my academic scholarship, my RA scholarship, I've got a lot of school paid for already. And what's been nice is that as I've been working throughout school, I've been paying back my loan each summer. The day I graduate, it'll feel awesome because I'll be graduating in 3 years and I'll have little to no debt.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
RGV. And the big one we're going to be watching throughout the game tonight, Seattle University, Utah Valley. A lot of implications that will help affect the Lopes seeding tonight. Of course, what the Lopes can do, well, they can follow in suit what the women did. They can go out and win tonight. That's right, Nicole Powell and the ladies came out on top. Double overtime at Bakersfield. They have ensured themselves the 3rd seed. They will play Utah Valley Wednesday in Vegas for the WAC tournament. Tip-off will be noon in Vegas. That is 1 p.m. tip-off here in Arizona. All right, we have game action coming your way. It's homecoming. It's senior night. The Lopes are going for their 20th straight win. Dan Martin is looking for win number 101 with GCU. And it's all coming up next with Barry and Scott. Don't go anywhere. Lopes Run Runners action coming your way right after this.
I'm Christian Talon, and I'm earning my bachelor's in information technology at Grand Canyon University. I really wanted to be able to integrate my faith and career, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to go to GCU. One of my favorite ways to do that is by being a part of the life groups on campus. It's a great place to come and study the Bible and have that community experience. Cyber threats are a growing problem for companies and individuals alike. A lot of resources online are under scrutiny of attack. I found it my purpose to try and help businesses and Christian foundations and defend themselves against those attacks. One of the great benefits of going to GCU is that we as students get access to the state-of-the-art IT labs that the university is setting up for us. I really feel like the professors at GCU have invested in me personally. They're always encouraging and providing me with the resources to further my own education and really just grow my interest and passion for technology.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/IT. Grand Canyon University, Arizona's private Christian university, is a top tourism market bustling right in the heart of Phoenix. Join the student team at the GCU Hotel, Canyon 49 Grill, and coffee shop GCBC for real-world learning opportunities. Hospitality students can gain workplace skills and leadership training on the GCU Championship Golf Course, featuring brand new amenities. Across every enterprise, you have the chance to network, learn, and grow. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu.
Bakersfield. Good evening and welcome to GCU Basketball alongside three-time NBA champion Scott Williams. I'm Barry Butel. Kate Longworth will be along in just a moment. Well, the Lopes riding a two-game winning streak as they look to close it out, winning 3 straight here against Bakersfield, a big 60-59 win against Utah Valley.
It was a huge win, and it got spirited out there. That's the way Coach Marley likes it. In his press conference, he was still fired up. He had to sprint the length of the court to get some of his teammates and separate them from some of the other Utah Valley players, but they wouldn't have it any other way. They are playing hard-nosed defense, scratching and clawing for everything down the stretch.
And a big guy in against that big game was 16 points in 26 minutes against Utah Valley for Oscar Frere.
Well, Oscar Frere has been a different player the second half of this season. He has done it defensively with a tenacity and getting in the passing lanes, getting steals in transition, and he's firing from behind the arc, one of the top shooters in the Western Athletic Conference.
Oscar is flying. He'll have to guard against the likes of Damian Durham, their leading scorer for Bakersfield, averaging 11.9 points per game.
Yeah, Durham can go. He's a three-point bomber, a specialist from behind the arc. Knocked down over 200 threes in his career. Looks to slash to the basket. If you get out on him too tough, can finish amongst the trees.
It's time to get this game started. We'll send it over to the public address announcer, Paul DeNuser. We'll begin with our senior night festivities before our prayer and our national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to Grand Canyon University Arena for tonight's senior night. And now let's recognize, first of all, the managers of the men's basketball team. Jorge Ruiz, Brady Raff, Matthew Lopez, John Michael, and Andrew Felipe. Once again, Jorge Ruiz, Brady Raff, Matthew Lopez, John Michael, and Andrew Felipe. And now for the 4 members, the 4 seniors on this year's basketball team. First of all, we have Sheikh Sai Savain. Sheikh Sai Savain joined the Lopes from the community college ranks last season after impressing the GCU staff at a walk-on tryout. He became a Havoc's favorite for his late-game entrances when he knocked down 3 of the 4 three-pointers he attempted this season. Sheikh is accompanied tonight by friends Kyle Anderson, Kendall Johnson, and Eastman Raymond. Senior guard, Sheikh Sai Savain. And now please welcome Casey Benson. After transferring from Oregon, Casey Benson has served as GCU's floor captain this season. He averages more than 9 points per game while leading the team with nearly 5 assists per game, both career high numbers in his 4-year collegiate career. Casey has started every game this season and has been on the floor for more than 800 minutes. Senior guard, Casey Benson. Casey is accompanied by his parents, Judy and Tim Benson, his sister, Holly, and her family, Matt and Paxton Fitchrow, his brother, Coach TJ Benson, and grandparents, Marge and Wayne Smith. Once again, Casey Benson. And now please welcome Keontae Vernon. Keontae Vernon is in his 3rd season at GCU and has been a part of 68 wins to date, emerging as one of the team's vocal leaders. Known for his rim-rattling dunks, Keontae has scored in double figures 31 times in his 3 seasons. Keontae has developed into one of GCU's top rebounders over the last 3 years and has 14 double-doubles to his credit. Keontae is accompanied by his girlfriend, Katie Peterson, his mom, Anika Harris, his sisters, Anish Clemens and Unique Walker, and his former coach and his wife, Mark and Diana Hatton. Once again, Keontae Vernon. I believe Keontae has a question for Katie. So what's the answer? I think we'll take that as a yes. And now the final member of the 2018 senior class, JB for life, Joshua Braun. Joshua Braun has etched his name into the GCU record books as its all-time leader in made three-pointers and 2nd in all-time scoring, amassing 1,683 points to date. Josh has earned all WAC recognition the past 3 seasons and is a 2-time academic All-American. A 5th-year senior, Joshua has seen every step of GCU's transition to Division I basketball and helped shape the program going forward. Joshua is accompanied by his parents, Kathy and Dave Braun, his brother, Justin Braun, and girlfriend, Lee Stonerook. Once again, Joshua Braun. One more time, let's hear it for our seniors. Sheik Sai Savain, Casey Benson, Keontae Vernon, and Joshua Braun. And once again, congratulations go out to head coach Dan Marley for having earned his 100th career victory as head coach of Grand Canyon University. Can we get Coach Marley out here, please? We have special recognition. One more time, head coach Dan Marley. 100 career victories at GCU. Let's recognize this as the first 100 victories. Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to GCU Arena and tonight's Western Athletic Conference men's basketball matchup between the Roadrunners of Cal State Bakersfield and your Grand Canyon University Antelopes. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you all please rise. Gentlemen, please remove your caps as we begin this evening's competition with the word of prayer. Tonight's prayer is led by Dr. Deb Wade, GCU's Vice President of Counseling and Psychological Services and Sports Psychology.
Let's pray. Father, I just thank you for this abundance of blessings that surround us today. Father, I thank you for this contest that's getting ready to be played, and I pray for safety for all of the players. God, I especially want to lift up our seniors to you tonight. I know that this is a very emotional game, and it's an important game. And Father, I pray that they can lock every moment into their memory banks, Father. And let them know, Father, when they leave this place, that we, the GCU family, have been so very proud of them, and they have represented us quite well. Father, I pray this evening as we all leave this arena, Father, I pray for safety going home, the players, our visitors, the coaches, the administration, and the fans. Father, we thank you for your Son and for the assurance of salvation. Father, it's in his precious name, our Savior Jesus Christ, that I pray. Amen.
Thank you, Dr. Wade. Fans, please remain standing as we now honor America with the singing of the national anthem. The Star-Spangled Banner will be performed this evening by the Chandler Children's Choir under the direction of Mr. Herbert Washington.
Congratulations to our seniors who are recognized. Dr. Deb Wade with our prayer and the Chandler Children's Choir with a fabulous job with our national anthem. Here are head coach Rod Barnes in his 7th season, his starting 5 tonight. We'll begin with redshirt senior guard from Boulder, Colorado, Brett Rapp, Ricky Holden, Justin Davis, Damian Durham, and Motaz Ali.
Yeah, well, Rapp, he's the
consummate overachiever. This kid walked onto the team, and he leads the WAC in assists, over 5 a game. He's a good assist-to-turnover ratio. He's one of the top 50 in the nation, and he's just a few boards shy of being one of a few members of the 500 points club, 500 assist club, and 500 rebound clubs in the history of Division I basketball.
Now we introduce you to GCU.
Here are head coach Dan Marley's starting 5. Casey Benson, Josh Braun, Oscar Freyer, Alejandro Labor, and Keontae Vernon.
Well, what can I say about the mayor? I get emotional when it comes to talking about JB for all that he has done for this university. A truly great guy, a tremendous competitor. He has given his soul to Grand Canyon University. He loves this program, and the university loves him right back.
Head coach Dan Marley in his 5th season, 100 victories. He picked up that 100th victory against Utah Valley 1 week ago. The associate head coach is Todd Lee. The assistant coaches are Chris Prevalone and TJ Benson. Director of basketball operations is Luke Dallariva. The special assistant to the head coach is Brendan Sabian. And the graduate assistant is Johnny Hill. There's Josh Braun, leads the team, 12.3 points per game. Native of Anthem, Arizona, the first recruit for head coach Dan Marley. Bakersfield coming off a big win against Seattle last Saturday. They defeated the Lopes back on the 17th of this month. 71-58 at Bakersfield. The assistant coaches for Coach Barnes, Jeff Conroy, Benji Taylor, and Mike Scott. Scott Williams, your 3 keys to tonight's game.
Yeah, it's a homecoming fiesta in here. And this party for the Lopes is going to be located in the paint. They got to go inside for high percentage shots against the runners. Not the way they did against Utah Valley University. Got to go inside like they did against Seattle when they had 40-plus points in the paint, and then go out with a bang. Get physical on defense. Lay your body on somebody, make them feel you out there, and this is the last dance. Win this one for JB and all the seniors. And how do you do that? You play with excellent efficiency on offense and an attitude of trying to beat someone you've never beaten before.
Bakersfield wins the opening tip. Brent Rapp brings it up. Rapp off the left side. Looks to give it to Durham. Back over. Quickly, Davis, long 3. Good, wow.
That was from 28 feet. Davis, he had a hesitation like he was going to swing it to the corner. Nobody got within 8 feet of him, and he knocked it down. I don't know if that ball even touched the rim.
Sean Briggs out with a foot injury and subsequent surgery. Davis, their leading rebounder. Braun to the left. Inside to Labor. Kicks back out. Freyer wants 3. Gets it!
Well, that's how you answer a 3. Good patience on offense. Find Freyer, who's been hot as fish grease, behind the arc for the good look. I was wondering if GCU, how they were going to come out and execute that first couple plays down to all that emotion with senior night, and of course Keontae Vernon with the merit proposal.
Still in shot. Long 3, not there. Freyer comes up for the rebound.
She said yes, by the way. Whew. Katie Peterson, I believe is the young lady's name that he got engaged to tonight.
In front of about 7,200 plus, standing room only. Braun off the mark, rebound. Ooh, Vernon hits the floor hard.
Well, he tried to crash that glass on the weak side. Got a paw on it, but couldn't get it down.
Rack goes back door. Loose ball underneath. Big hook by Ali, doesn't go. Benson. Keontae Vernon's okay. Nothing's going to keep him out of this game. Oh, Benson was all alone. Didn't go. Rapp to his right. Durham for three. Off the mark. Raver pulls down the rebound quickly up for Benson. Benson drives again on Rapp. Hoop and a harm.
CB Casey Benson. Is it at first you don't succeed, try again as he gets his quick outlet pass. He's off to the races, gets the hoop in the harm. Keontae Vernon, I must say, his mama is right back here with the Havocs tonight. She wanted to be part of his student body.
He's right behind us. Getting the full immersion. 6-0 run for the Lopes. Rapp to his left. Right there by Braun. Back out front, Durham looking for three. Off the mark. Davis knocks it out. Ooh,
They go the other way. Yeah, the officials. Sometimes the officials can actually be too close to a play, and that's what happened down there on that baseline. Coach Marley jumping up, letting them know that they can ask for help if you don't see it. Clearly knocked out by a road runner underneath there as Keontae Vernon tried to corral that ball.
Vernon. Braun, he wants three. He gets it!
Oh, and he loves it. He let out a yell after knocking that one down. Good job by Vernon getting that ball in the middle and turning and pushing the tempo.
Brett Moe, Wilson Holland, Jeff Wooten, the officials tonight. Here in Phoenix, Davis to his right, Rapp. To his left, Ricky Holden, the Laurel, Mississippi native. Driving into the paint, kicks back out to Rapp, quickly into the corner. Three-point attempt, off the mark for Davis. Kick back out.
Good start for the Lopes defensively. They are flying all over the court. And look at that one there by Josh Braun. That's the hesitation Coach Marley likes to see. That's the no hesitation Coach Marley likes to see him play with. He doesn't like it when he's out there passing up shots.
Putting the press on. Worked for him at Bakersfield. A lot of emotion off the opening tip of tonight's final regular season game. Lever turns around and nails it. Wow, they're on a run. Now 11-0.
Yeah, Coach Barnes needs a timeout to settle his team down. The Lopes are doing a great job on both ends.
Rapp Davis quickly over to Durham. Damian Durham. Cuts back in, looks to the corner. Off the mark again. Loose ball. Lee can't get it. Benson brings it up across center court.
They've had like one look inside tonight. They didn't come up with anything. That's it. All outside jumpers right now for Bakersfield.
0 for their last 6, Bakersfield. Benson, Laver open for three. Did he get it? Oh my goodness, it's raining. 14-0 run, timeout, Coach Barnes.
Draining threes up in this house tonight. If they're not getting the three, they're running in transition. They're getting and ones underneath. Coach Barnes needed a timeout, and he takes a timeout. Go back to this one more time. Casey Benson with a nice little pick and then a pop. Some of those big guys are rolling down the lane. The defender goes with Benson down into that painted area. He's darn near closer to the basket than he is to Laver, so it gives Laver plenty of time to eye the shot and knock it down.
Let's send it over to Kate Longworth.
Well, guys, I think we're already seeing on the court the emphasis in this game. This is a special night for the seniors, and Keontae Vernon, this is a night he's anticipated for a long time, playing for the last time in front of a home crowd. We know he won't forget this night now that he just proposed to his girlfriend, Katie Peterson, but this is what he had to say about senior night.
My 3 years here have been remarkable, and there's so many different things that I can go on and rant about that I'm gonna miss about GCU. The environment, the family oriented of the team, and just the love you get here every time you're on campus, every time you're in the gym, every time you're in class. It's just everybody loves each other, and you can feel it walking around campus. So I'm definitely gonna miss that.
It's been special, you know, to have the opportunity, like you said, to play for my brother and play in front of family, play for Coach Marley, come home. You know, it's been special. Like I said, it's been a blast. It's gone by quick. The fact that we're just about to be in March it's kind of surreal. But you know, one last home game, obviously on Saturday. You know, looking forward to that. Excited for it, just to kind of soak it all up and just enjoy it. At the end of the day, that's just what I've been focusing on. I was just enjoying this year. You don't get it back, so it's been fun. You know, to have the opportunity, but it's not done yet, obviously. Still work to be done, but you know, Saturday will be a time to kind of celebrate and just reflect too. You know, a lot to be thankful for.
Since coming home to Arizona, every night is like family night or senior night for Casey Benson. He gets to play in front of his family and friends. But wow, what a night for Keontae and his girlfriend, Katie Peterson. They've been dating for a couple of years. I had a chance to talk with her. She said she had no idea it was coming, but when he kneeled down, she just had tears in her eyes. But I think the hardest part now is she can't even talk to him and get the whole lowdown on what all went behind planning this. Now she's going to sit back, enjoy the game, but I'm sure she's anxious out there to talk to Keontae. Meanwhile, we can tell he is in the game right now and ready for this moment.
In the zone, no doubt about it. Josh Braun also with a big three, getting himself into the game. 4 assists on 5 field goals for the Lopes. Early on, they are opening up a 14-3 lead. Rapp trying to penetrate, kicks back out. Joyner hits it, long distance.
A good timeout by Coach Barnes. And this guy, he's taken 2 different teams to the NCAA tournament, the big dance. He understands. He's got nearly 300 wins in his career. He had to try to shut that run down, and his team responded.
Joyner stepped inside the arc. Up top. Oh, picked off by Ali.
I thought they might try to start that.
Vernon picks his pocket. Left hand. Doesn't go. No foul.
I thought they might try to start the game with the high handoff. They came to it out of timeout and then right back the other way in transition. Or the Roadrunners.
Lee puts it in. Greg Lee in the game. Jansen, Vernon. Turns towards the bucket. Moves to his left, hands it off to Laver. Laver puts it up. Oh my, Alessandro Laver.
This freshman is balling this year. He has been absolutely outstanding in conference play.
How about Laver? 8 points, 3 of 3 from the field, 2 of 2 from the arc.
He's already got 4 20-point games in the WAC.
Rapp off the mark. Vernon with the rebound.
All white jerseys underneath. Good job boxing out. Might have Vernon if he cuts down the lane hard.
Braun, bounce pass into Laver. Laver trying to back his way in on Ali. The turnaround, oh, doesn't go. Pushed back out. Here comes Jarkel Joyner. Leaves it for Rapp. Rapp hands it off. Joyner. Joyner on by Frayer there. Pulls back beyond the arc. Lee. Rapp. Joyner, 10 on the shot clock. 9, 8. Rapp. Looking to penetrate inside somewhere. Back out. Rapp. 4, 3. Rapp's got to make a move. Off the glass.
Excellent team defense that time. Laver working hard underneath, denying the entry pass, and great perimeter job of hedging and showing.
Oh, Laver got a little hand on it. Ali fouls him. He's going to go to the line and shoot 3.
Nice job right there. They know that Laver is doing a good job of spreading the defense and knocking down those shots, trying to close out on the too hard and commit the cardinal sin, fouling the three-point shooter. No doubt about that, right through the forearm.
Laver, a 77% free throw shooter.
He shoots really good for a big man in his first year with all this pressure. I just put the commentator jinx on him. We talked about that earlier in the year, not doing that, but it made me think. I was watching the Carolina Duke game from 1990. I went 0 for 6 from the line before I finally relaxed him. This kid, he's impressed me so much the way he knocks down the shots. He's a 77% shooter. That's huge. And that's just going to go up as he gets more and more seasoned in college basketball.
Yeah, also Aussie combo checks in for Braun and Vernon, Jackson and Martin. Holden, Joyner, looks inside, nice feed, and Frayer swats that one away. My goodness. Benson wants 3, big rebound up high, Lee grabs it.
How are they going to protect that paper? Vernon on the bench now. Frere, as you saw the last possession, came by and said, "You shall not pass." Can they get more interior defense out of this group?
Ricky Holden, bounce pass inside the Lee. Greg Lee kicks back out. Joyner shoots the three off the mark. Rebound kicked in to Benson's hands. Way up for Labor. Ill-advised there. Ooh. It'll belong to Bakersfield.
Benson has enjoyed taking the top off the defense with those long 60-foot passes over the top of the defense to a cutting player, but that one there was a bit risky. I'm sure Coach Marley would like to have them set something up because they are executing their offense with precision right now off a quick 19-point burst.
Kamari Milstead in for Casey Benson. Lee looks for three off the mark. Bakersfield really backing off underneath the glass.
Yeah, it's been all GCU on the boards. 11-5 advantage early on.
Labor gets fouled underneath by Lee.
A very active, big Italian stallion right now. He is doing it from the outside. And look at that great angle he gets underneath. Gets the big on his back, easy one dribble drop step to the baseline like he's done tens of thousands of times. Gets fouled and goes back to the line where he is money on the first attempt.
Player checks out. Fifiadu comes in. Roberts Blumberg's at the scorer's table. Ready to give Alessandro a break.
He has earned that break already in double figures with scoring. Done a good job denying the entry passes underneath. Off to a fast start once again.
Lopes out to a 7-0 run the last 2.5 minutes. Bakersfield 0 for their last 5 from the field. Approaching 3 minutes. Ali. Durham, their leading scorer. Cuts back in. That's a 2. Off the mark. Underneath. Loose ball picked up by Blumberg.
Oh, wow, Blumberg's down there scratching, ripping that ball away as it was loose on the floor.
Instead, errant pass. Blumberg just cutting in.
Yeah, but he's a pick and pop guy. Damari's got to remember, Blumberg likes to shoot that three on the pick afterwards. He's going to pop, not roll to the basket traditionally like most bigs do.
It's been all GCU here on senior night, homecoming night, alumni Hall of Fame night. 21-7 over Bakersfield with 11:42 to go, opening half.
Hi, I'm Bethany. I'm a junior here at GCU. Students are making a huge impact on the Valley just through painting the Valley purple. It really means a lot to people in Phoenix to hear that somebody's from GCU. It almost gives you like credentials because they know that you're a good kid and that you're gonna go far. I definitely think GCU is preparing me for my future and teaching students and being a difference maker in the lives of other people.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, the 2018 WAC Basketball Tournament at the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. March 7th through 10th, 14 games, 4 days of WAC madness. Be there for the triumph. Get your tickets now at gculopes.com. See you in WAC Vegas.
Welcome back. A packed house tonight for senior night and the Lopes' final home game of the regular season. As always, it's pretty exciting here inside GCU Arena. But if you're at home watching the game, we want you to know you can be a part of the action as well. Find us on social media using the hashtag LopesRising, and you can be a part of our broadcast here on your view. Right now, you see those tweets scrolling on the bottom of our screen. We want that tweet to be yours. If you are a proud GCU alum at home right now, or if you are a Lopes fan of any kind, or if you're just at home as a student, send in that hashtag and be a part of our team right now.
Lopes rising here. Conclusion of the regular season, trying to win their 3rd straight. Hoping that momentum carries over next Thursday. Opening round of the WAC tournament.
Nice drive by McCall. And that was a wonderful trap, and then they skipped it over to the weak side. Barely got that ball through, and then McCall attacked before the defense had a chance to retreat out of the double team.
21-9 Lopes. They do. Milstead quickly. Blumbergs takes it short off the mark.
He says he got hit on the elbow there. I don't see Roberts missing that bad.
Whoa, way downtown for Davis. Man, these are NBA threes.
Yeah, they got some depth on their three-point shooters.
Quickly, Jackson.
You see how these two Aussies come off the pine. They have been tremendous in recent ball games. Both ends of the floor. See if they're aggressive tonight.
Feeding again to Blumbergs underneath, swatted away by Ali.
Now they're playing a little faster than Blumbergs is used to right now.
Yep.
He's got to catch up to the speed of this game.
Martin's feeding him.
I think they got.
They do?
They got Jackson underneath, putting his knee in the offensive player's back, and he was trying to root him off the spot down low.
Blumberg's out, Milstead out, Benson and Braun back in. The momentum switching back a little bit to Bakersfield.
Well, they came out hot as fish grease, like we said, so you can realize there's going to be some lulls, especially with these guys coming off the bench trying to adjust to the tempo and pace of this basketball game. Offensively, they can struggle. Defensively, they can't give up easy buckets.
I wonder how long they're going to leave Labor out. He's red hot. Hold it. Backs up. Surveys the scene. Moves left. Braun's on him. Ali takes it. Drives it. Doesn't put it home. Goes off Fifi Adu apparently.
Yeah, Fifi came in off that weak side trying to crash and jump with a taller player. And he's got those long arms, but he just wasn't able to get enough fingers on that ball to secure it.
Golden inbound. Joining. Freshman from Oxford, Mississippi. Coach Barnes with those Mississippi ties. His alma mater led the Rebels to the Sweet 16 in 2001. Their head coach. Foul underneath. Benson.
Got Benson underneath, and I thought they were going to get Ollie with O coming up over the back. He's got some live legs. He does a nice job keeping his first one alive on the blast, but I thought he kind of got into the GCU players there and put into their back, but officials saw it a different way.
Side by Braun. Davis. Martin's got a hand in his face. Joyner. Just inside the arc. Off the mark. Rebound. Braun comes up with it.
Ooh, he wanted that one. He went after that like a grizzly on a salmon.
They do. Careful. Benson frees himself up. Stopping at the top. Key. Loose ball picked up by Holden. Runners moving it up. Low pass behind.
They had a bucket. Holden threw it way down low and behind his guy on the left wing. Nothing to do with it. Just catch the ball and reset. Oscar Ferrer set the check back in this one. Next is Ball and Labor. Like you said, he just popped off the bench.
Holden. Long three. Off the mark. Vernon.
Oh, Josh Braun did a little tweak or something on his leg, having a tough time getting across half court.
Trying to fight it off. Kicks back out. Adu looks for three. Not there. Rebound pulled down by Ali. Quickly over to Ricky Holden. Holden slices it underneath. Martin.
Josh Martin just Jared Martin got that ball cleanly, but I think it was going to be, the foul was going to be on another GCU. No, they called it on Martin. He can't believe it. He's in shock. He came back and got that ball pretty cleanly up top, but maybe they're saying the lower body contact is what he's getting whistled for.
Holden puts it in. 81% from the line. Lopes cold, 0 for their last 6 from the field. Over a 4-minute drought for the Lopes. Labor in. Adu out. Martin out. Freyer in. So back to the starters for Coach Marley. Holden connects.
I see the 14-point lead go down to 7 on a nice 7-0 run here by the runners. Road runners getting out and doing some of the things that JCU was doing early on. Almost got that steal before creating the foul in the backcourt.
Davis. Vernon will inbound. McCall checks in for Davis. Joyner pressing Benson. Vernon brings it into the paint. Twist and turn. Right hand off the glass and in.
Oh my goodness. Keontae Vernon. He is doing his darn thing tonight. I love that. Catch that ball in the middle and attack the block.
Durham with a move underneath with a reverse, but not there. Vernon up to Benson. Benson cuts in. Right hand hoop and a hard.
All the seniors are showing out. Once Keontae Vernon down low, and then he snatches a board, gets it to Benson, and he's going hard to the basket for the second time tonight, gets the bucket in the foul. He's going to have a chance for the three-point play when we come back from this timeout.
7:41 to go, opening half. Lopes lead it 25-14. Let's send it over to Kate Longworth.
All right, guys, and amongst the Havocs, I know each and every game we talk about how they have an impact on the game. But for tonight's senior night, we went straight to the fair to get his feedback on the amazing sixth man here at GCU Arena.
It's tough, going into my last game, knowing that never probably playing a place even close to this ever again, and so you want to soak it in, you want to enjoy it, and want to just make sure that I soak in every little bit and every last little bit that I have on that court for the Havocs and for the fans, and I got family there and everything, and so it's going to be wild, it's going to be fun, and that's what I've been trying to do these last 3 games, these last 3 home games that we have, is just soak it all in and just recognize that this will be the last few times I get to step on this GCU court.
Mr. GCU, and the numbers say it all. He has played in 117 games for the Lopes with over 1,500 points. We're talking 1,683 points to his name. That was coming into today's game. He's going to add to that number tonight. Impressive from downtown, Josh Braun. He does it all on the court, and did we mention he's pretty great in the classroom as well. 2-time All-WAC first-team selection, 2-time academic All-American. Each and every year, it seems like there's a new award, whether it's for the university or for the WAC or even nationwide for NCAA student athletes. And Josh Braun is always on the finishing top 5 list. Guys, we call him the mayor, and I think that's appropriate because we see what he's done to this program. But just the student section, I think, really has an affinity with him. He does all he can to just really connect the outsider, the insiders with the team, and Josh Braun, he is going to be sorely missed here at GCU, that's for sure.
Yeah, can't say enough about Josh Braun. I look at somebody like that, a young man like that, not only, just tip of the cap to Josh Braun, but that kid was raised right.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a fine young man. Had plenty of opportunities over the 4 years that I've been fortunate enough to sit beside you and do the TV broadcast, and always so impressed with the way he handles himself, the time that he gives me when I want to ask him about his game or the team. I'm going to miss having somebody like that to go to for information about the team. And like you said, he's going to be a success at anything that he does after his playing career is over.
Foul on Ali on Laver.
Yeah, they were wrestling down low. I think Coach Barnes, and Coach of the Year last year for the mid-majors, got hit after his team during that last time out and told him to get more physical down low. And Ali, with a little too much physicality, got whistled for the foul, the 6th on the Roadrunners. So Lopes shooting free throws the rest of the half.
Benson busting through that press, was so successful for the Roadrunners on their home court on the 17th. Really disrupted Casey, but he's looking strong here tonight at home. And how about Josh Braun? Hoop and a harm.
Hey, listen, the seniors are showing out tonight. They want to wear these white jerseys well tonight in front of their families in the house. Once it was Vernon, then it was Benson. That time coming out of the timeout, they decided to put Braun on that left block and get him the basketball, let him operate. He was not going to beat the 9. Took a swat across the back of the neck, still concentrated to knock it down. Lopes on a 7-0 run of their own.
It's been a game of runs. Started for the Lopes 14-0 after the Roadrunners got the first three-pointer of the game, and they went on a 7-0 run. Then Cal State Bakersfield went on their own 7-0 run, and now the Lopes are opening up yet another 7-0 run. Oh, Vernon's going to be called.
Not his second. No, that's just the first on Vernon tonight. You don't want to see him get in foul trouble. They're a better team when he's on the floor protecting that middle of that paint. You're right, Barry. I made the mistake. This is actually an 8-0 run that the Lopes are on right now because they've been doing on the defensive end. You're holding this Bakersfield to only 14 points. This is a team that averages 65 a game.
Davis quickly to Rapp. Just beyond the arc. Ooh. Vernon got a foot on it.
Yeah, with 1 second on the shot clock. Yeah. That's one of those ones, maybe he gets the layup, you never know, but you would have liked to see if they could have got that shot off with 1 second to go. And now they reset the shot clock, of course, to 20 seconds, which the Roadrunners operate.
Rapp inbound. Davis. Looks left, finds Holden. Holden looks back to Coach Barnes. Stopping, popping, and in for Jarkel Joyner.
Oh, that was nice. I mean, he showed some quicks on that baseline and snapped that basketball back. A little crossover dribble to himself and knocked down the jumper along the baseline.
That's the left hand into Laver. Laver, Vernon, Braun. Sweet feed by Keontae Vernon.
He dropped a dime down there to Josh Braun. He's going to work. He's put a little extra time in the weight room this week, and he is making use of that added strength underneath.
Rapp tries a dish underneath. Doesn't go home for Ali, and he's going to call Laver.
They call Waver for too much body underneath on Ali. I don't know if I would have called that one, because that play started with physicality to begin with. And Ali tried to go up and finish this one with authority underneath it. Could have called a foul there, but I don't know about that one. After the fact, I would have called the non-shooting foul underneath, side out of bounds for the Roadrunners. Oh, got a friendly bounce on that rim there. That wasn't such a fine-looking shot, but iron's so kind as that ball hit off the back rim, went high in the air before falling through the net.
A call in for Rapp. Pulled down by Frayer. With Benson, 5:45 to go opening half. 31-17 GCU. Trying to vie for their 20th win of the season. Close out the regular season. Frayer driving up high, swatted down there by McCall. McCall has it back. Holden, McCall looking for some room underneath. Fighting underneath.
Well, what the Lopes did the first 14 minutes of this game was deny all those baskets in and around the rim.
Frayer from the corner. Ooh, short. Holden brings it up. Ooh, almost lost it. Still on the ground, and Frayer's going to pick it up. Maybe a one break, but if you do it twice, sorry. Laver pulls down the three because he's been there before.
They got labeled with an offensive foul. They're saying he lowered that right shoulder in the forearm push-off, and they're going to get labeled with another foul, and we're going to get him up out of the game. They're coming back with Matt Jackson.
Yeah, that right arm came up.
Couple empty possessions after GCU was off to a very hot start. Now Coach Barnes calling out the plays here on this very important possession for Bakersfield.
That threads the needle inside the lead. Back out. Benson got it up to Jackson. Jackson's going to drive, loses the handle.
The referee got in his way. He lost the handle, wanted to try to chase the ball back down in the corner. He needed to push the ref down and get him out of the way and go and get that ball. Don't take it easy on that zebra.
You can take him out.
Push that zebra out of the way and go get that basketball. He's part of the play. You got to get physical with this ref right here.
I'm not sure that would go over well.
That's all right. You may not get a call the rest of the game, but you would have got that ball back.
And you probably would have got extended minutes from Coach Marley. Marley's already had quite a bit to say to that one official.
Keontae Vernon out here calling for an offensive foul. And then I think it was Matt Jackson got whistled again. But Keontae Vernon does a nice job sliding his feet. He thinks he takes a charge right here. But there's Oscar Ferrer. He's a step out of position. He gets whistled for one along the baseline. And now the call's going on the line as GCU's picked up a couple quick fouls, and they're in the penalty situation.
54% free throw shooter.
He's going to go down the other way and shoot free throws. Keontae Vernon with a nice box out underneath.
Great ball.
You get all of a sudden when the whistle wasn't blowing the first half of this first half. It's blowing like crazy now. Yeah, he just grabs Keontae Vernon's forearm. He won't let him go up with the ball with two hands. That's an easy call.
Durham in for Barnes. 4:22 to go. Keontae Vernon at the line. You look at his free throw numbers. It's a tick under 54%. Really engaged Keontae Vernon. Basketball game, reality TV show, all in one. 3 points, 5 boards, 3 assists for Keontae Vernon.
Reality TV show, boss?
Yeah, he's got engaged, you know.
Oh.
He got a little romance.
Yeah, kind of like The Bachelor.
Yeah.
Yeah, normally the gals come out and the girlfriends just get a roast. I didn't see Josh Braun getting down on it.
You think there was any
pressure? A little pressure
with his
after that,
girlfriend?
yeah. Keontae could have gave him a heads up and said if that was coming, he said, let me go first, and then you could do that after. Because Josh Braun, he looked a little silly out there after that, didn't he? I don't think his girlfriend was all that pleased when she walked off the floor with a rose, and the other girl's got a big old diamond ring on her finger.
In and out by Holden, pulled down by Vernon, another rebound for Keontae.
He is balling.
Now it's been a story-filled 3 years for Keontae Vernon. Jackson, oh, off the mark. Rapp's gonna pull it down. Rapp driving, goes right hand and Braun.
Braun met him at the 10th floor, but at the 7th floor, there was a lot of contact underneath. That's the correct call. Good job, though, not giving up the easy bucket underneath.
Obviously revved up. Ooh, got a little left hand of his own, and Rapp will step aside. We'll be back as we close things out. 3:42 to go, opening half. Wolves on top, 33-19 over Bakersfield.
I'm a sophomore here at GCU, and I'm studying mechanical engineering.
Arizona is completely different from Italy, but that's why I love it so much.
I feel honored to be here at GCU. I feel like they truly care about who I am.
If you're passionate and if you work hard, you can do it, and GCU is here to support you. I will be able to apply my knowledge and make a difference immediately.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu. At GCU, earning your degree online doesn't have to be without the college experience. To find your purpose, it takes support from those around you. GCU's leadership offers over 3 decades of experience in delivering real-world degree programs online. GCU's online class size averages less than 17 students with full-time faculty. Find your purpose online at Grand Canyon University. Call us today at 855-428-7692.
All right, well, at GCU Arena right now, the Lopes with the lead over Cal State Bakersfield, 33-19. So why is this important? Well, because we're talking about the WAC tournament that tips off on Thursday, and tonight's games are going to have a lot of implications on how the seeding is going to work for these schools. GCU can finish as high as the #2 seed with a win tonight, but Seattle also has to beat Utah Valley. Right now they're trailing by 9 with just 2 minutes to go in that game. If that carries out, that Seattle and GCU get the win, the Lopes would play at 2:30 p.m. Thursday in Vegas. GCU would finish with the 3rd seed with a win tonight if Utah Valley does keep up their lead over Seattle. GCU then would play at noon on Thursday. You still have that #2 pencil? Because I got one more scenario for you. GCU will finish #4 in the seeding if they lose tonight. We don't even need to go there, right? Because we're not even going to talk about that. The seniors are red hot tonight. But guys, there will be a test after the game, so I hope you were taking notes.
Were you taking notes, Scott?
I wasn't even listening. It was just like all the other classes I had in college. Somebody wake me up. I was over here trying to get a score on the Carolina Duke game. I got on my Love's purple tie, but I got on my Carolina blue underwear.
That's way too much information. Way too much information.
Yeah, Lopes getting killed all of a sudden. They're going inside the Bagley, knocking down 3. We were up 10. Now we're down. Got to come back. Now the Lopes here, they're doing a good job here in this first half. If they win this game, they don't have to worry about any other scenarios. They'll be taking a lot of momentum going into that postseason.
Jackson with some room, kicks out. Frayer pulls down just inside the arc off the right side. Davis pulled down the rebound off the miss. 3:30 to go, opening half.
I can't believe we've almost played an entire half of basketball, and GCU still has not gotten one offensive rebound. Now, I know they've been playing good, they've been getting some fouls and going to the line, but that one offensive rebound for this Lopes team, they normally kill teams on the offensive glass.
Joyner, not there. Jackson with the rebound. It's been all starters scoring for the Lopes. The bench has the Hussein. Benson, Frayer. Back over to Benson. Joyner's on him, trying to drive through his right. Joyner. It's going to be called.
A little sportsmanship there by Casey Benson after driving in there and knocking down one of the road runners, checked on him to make sure he was all right. But I love the aggressiveness of Benson tonight, though. How many times has he just put his forehead down and taken that ball into the purple paint?
Road began here in Phoenix, went to Oregon, then he joined his brother, TJ Benson, the assistant coach, back in his hometown. Close out his collegiate career at GCU.
How about that? Conley knocks down a couple free throws, putting the Lopes up 15. Hey, I got a chance to see his dad tonight. I've been saying hello to this guy walking by the scores table all season long. No, that was Casey Benson, the Benson's dad. Yeah. I saw him out there with Casey getting flowers. I said, what's that guy doing out there? I said, oh, that's Casey's dad. So okay.
Holden trying to work on Jackson. Good job there by Ricky Holden. Frayer cuts back out. Jackson, pulled down the 3. Brings out for Braun. Up for Holden. Holden drives. Moves to his right, off the glass and in with the left hand.
Yeah, they got to get that break under control. That's the way the road runners are getting some easy opportunities off those missed shots. They have been shot out of a cannon to the offensive end, creating those good, strong defensive boards into some easy points.
Uh-oh, Casey stepped out. He seen that before.
Got to get a stop here. This is where the Lopes have generally been very good. The final 3 minutes of basketball games. You can see it one more time here. That right sneaker slow a little further to the right than Benson would have liked, right on the out-of-bounds lane. Officials all over it here. 1 minute 45 to go. They got to get a couple stops defensively, carry a double-digit lead to the locker room. All the Roadrunners are going to think, we didn't start bad, but we finished okay, and they'll take the momentum into the locker room.
Opening half, back and forth runs by either team. Holden stops, looking to go over Jackson again.
Wow, that was a teardrop. He had a taller player on him. He just floated that one up. Got an extra 3 feet and knocked it right up over the top of the defender.
6-0 run for Bakersfield over the last minute, 2, and Keontae Vernon tried to make a statement.
Boy, everybody's okay. Keontae Vernon has taken that ball from about the midcourt stripe now several times, and something positive has happened. He's just putting that ball on the floor saying, once I get below the free throw line, I'm going into monster mode. And he just tries to take that rim home with him. He's trying to slam that ball through the bucket. Lopes needed that one. Now Vernon, who has had his struggles over the course of his GCU career from the line, has to make these free throws right here.
Next. Drawn out, Benson out. 1:07 to go.
I think the problem is this crowd gets so quiet in here. I think that the guys at the line start thinking, wow, everyone's looking at me. You know, hey, go about your conversations.
Yeah.
Just talk in a hushed tone. You don't have to get diddly silent. You don't even hear, you know, anybody breathing. It's so quiet in here.
I swear I heard a duck quacking. Hear everything.
Something about a duck? Wouldn't be surprised if one of these Lopes did bring in some farm animals. They have been out of control all season long, but they are especially ratcheted up tonight.
Keontae's mom is part of the Hamlets tonight right behind.
Yeah, that's right. Look at this one more time. He just takes taking a hard little hole there. They got a mismatch. Jackson doesn't have foot speed. Stay with the smaller players out there on the perimeter. Now Coach Marley loves going into that, you know, staying man-to-man for 40 minutes, but at times I wouldn't be surprised next year if he doesn't start sprinkling in some zones late in quarters, late in the halves, trying to just throw a team off rhythm a little offensively. Just give them a look once or twice, a little different than what you've been doing all season long, or all game long.
Holden has the last 8 points for Bakersfield. Find their way back into the game. Martin. Milstead. 30 on the game clock. 16-15, Blumbergs for 3. That's off the mark. Oh, that Lopes are frigid.
Yeah, they're not getting any bump off this bench from these guys like Jackson, Martin, and Roberts. They got to do a better job in the second half, not settling for shots the Roadrunners want them to take. Drive the ball to the basket.
Coach Barnes, hectic, trying to get his players in position. Oh, at the buzzer, Holden not there.
I thought that was going down. Yeah, 15-point lead dissipates going into the half. Roadrunners going to be feeling really good going in at only 7 down. Lopes got to go in there with some back in with the same fire you had to start the game. Something dropped off between the starters and the second group.
Let's send it over to Kate.
All right, thank you guys. Kind of a tale of 2 first halves there. Let's start first. I know where you're going to go. Just the ending of this. I'm sure it wasn't the intensity you wanted to see. What happened in that little drop off from the Lopes in the final minutes here?
Well, we stopped scoring. I mean, we came out shooting the ball well, and then they started pressuring us again and started missing shots. Ollie got in foul trouble, who scores really well for us. Got the ball to Josh a few times in the post, and then we started settling for threes. We got to do a better job of finishing, and then down here we got to get back in transition.
And going back to the good, you guys really did start off owning the ball, playing Lopes basketball there. How did the seniors help set the tone in those first few minutes of that first?
Well, they did what they're supposed to do. You know, Casey did a good job of finding guys, taking to the basket. Keontae, just his toughness, and then everybody else was fine. But we just got to, you know, sustain it. We know they're going to make a run. We got to find a way to start making some shots.
All right, thank you very much. As Dan mentioned, Bakersfield did go on an 8-0 run to finish off that first half. That's not the momentum you want to give your opponent. So no doubt the Lopes will come out firing, they hope, in the second half.
Sounds like it did a little yelling there in that opening half. Bakersfield goes on an 8-0 run over the last 2 minutes, 21 seconds of the opening half to narrow the Lopes lead to 35-28. Kate will be back with more from GCU Arena in Phoenix after we take this timeout.
I decided to go to college to further my education and define my purpose in the world and be a part of something much bigger than myself.
I wanted to set up the best possible future for myself, both academically and athletically. I try to learn from everyone, whether that be professors, my teammates, or other student athletes.
I try to see everyone as an opportunity to learn. Everyone has a story to tell, and I think there's a moral and something you can learn from it.
I'm Dominique. I'm a student here at Grand Canyon University studying hospitality management. My hospitality courses here are giving me a high-quality education from professors that I know have been successful. Being able to work while I'm in school has enriched my college experience. I feel like I know where I'm going and what I want to do. I've gone through things that can't necessarily be taught, and so that paired with everything that GCU is doing for me, I feel like, is setting me up for success. To have someone say, like, I want you, that's like a lot for someone like me. They're changing people's lives. By changing my life, now you changed my little brothers and sisters because they saw that I went to college. It'll just be, my greatest accomplishment, not just because it's a diploma, but because, I did what no one really thought I could do. When they say, find your purpose, they mean it.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Welcome back inside GCU Arena. It is homecoming weekend. Alumni in the house tonight, and of course on the court right now is the homecoming court. A lot of celebrating of some great seniors here, but then the classroom and also out on the basketball court. The Lopes right now with a lead over Bakersfield, 35-28. The score right now, they were teetering off a little in the end of that first half, so Dan Marley having to talk with the team and see what they can bring in the second half. Meanwhile, I'm Kate Longworth here at the Lopes Pregame show, or the Lopes halftime show, and I'm having a talk with Tom Flood, head coach for the men and women's track team, as well as Scott Marshall, who's a senior pole vaulter. Guys, first of all, congratulations, your third straight men's and women's indoor track championship. What's that mean to you?
Oh, it's really special. It's tough enough to win one, let alone defend, and then the three-peat really is a special deal. And the men and women, that just shows the balance of both of our teams, our strength, just incredible performances by our student athletes.
Yeah, you have 13 individual titles, 5 new school records. How much time and effort goes into producing these championships, and how much, too, does it just go to the students and what they've been able to do?
From day one, we start September out at the park or at the hill. It's a lot of hard work. They put it in. It's just awesome when you see those performances at the conference meet. It's what we peak for. So we're our coach, and we're done. The money's in the bank, as we say. It's time for them to go to perform, and to watch them do it at conference, it's even sweeter.
Yeah, and you're doing just that. Scott, you broke the school mark in the vault at ranked 9th in the country. What will it be like for you to compete at this year's NCAA championship?
It's going to be a lot of fun. We put in all the work that needs to be done, and it's just going to go. We're going to have fun. We're going to compete against some really good guys, and we're just going to do what we do, and hopefully we come out on top.
What is it like to be a member of this team? Because track and field, it is an individual sport, but it's also what some people don't realize, a team sport. The camaraderie you guys have for each other, the way you push each other, and also cheer each other on and help each other achieve those personal best times.
It's been amazing. We have a really, really good group of guys, especially on the pole vault side. And they really just push you to be better and better. It can't get much better. We have the best crew in the country, and I'm so happy for them.
What's it like now that you guys are WAC eligible, NCAA eligible? What's that mean to you in your final year to be at that plateau?
I've waited 5 years for this, and I'm so happy that we've come this far, and I can't wait for more.
And Coach, he was kind of just touching on, we know that track and field, it's about a lot of individuals going out there and trying to do their personal best, but it's also a team sport. What can you say about the program here at GCU and the wonderful things you guys are doing?
It's just been an unbelievable blessing, an unbelievable ride. Started the program 8 years ago with nobody and nobodies. Just to see the success of this program, I've just been blessed to lead it, to be a part of it. The administration is incredible to work with, and the student athletes have just been a complete and utter blessing. The talent's been beyond my expectations. So we're already preparing for outdoor. We've celebrated indoor. We got Scott going to NCAAs next week, and what a wonderful opportunity for our program to go make a mark on a national level again. Now on the Division I level. But we're already preparing and looking to repeat and do this again outdoor.
Yeah, what can we expect from the outdoor team?
Good. We're going to be right in the thick of things. Both teams should look to be on the podium again. Our guys' team is going to be very, very tough to beat. As long as we show up healthy and ready to go, it should be a lot of fun for both the men and women's team again in Lawrence, Kansas.
All right, well, we wish you the best in the outdoor championships, or in the outdoor season, the indoor championships, and congratulations on all you've done here for the Lopes, and best of luck in what lies ahead for you. All right, well, thank you so much for being here on our halftime show. We're just touching the surface. When we come back, Scott and Barry will have more on the first half, and we, on the way to break, want to congratulate Kenna James and Daniel Schwab, the GCU 2018 Homecoming Queen and King. We'll be back with highlights, stats, and much, much more right after this quick break.
The Grand Canyon. Founded on the belief that the entrepreneurial dream is an engine that drives innovation forward in a global marketplace, the Colangelo College of Business educates and develops values-driven business leaders. Our graduates exemplify the principles of servant leadership and entrepreneurship. GCU's strong Christian identity informs the education you receive, integrating our Christian values with the business curriculum. The college features more than 25 programs from the bachelor through the master's level, catering to traditional, evening, and online students. These programs serve a diverse set of aspiring business professionals who not only learn in the classroom, but gain real-world experience operating actual businesses. Our students also receive unique access to Jerry Colangelo's legendary experience, leadership, and connections throughout the business world. Find out more at gcu.edu/business.
Hey Phoenix, it's Thunder Dan Marley, head coach at Grand Canyon University. Coming to GCU was a great move for me. Join Antelope Nation by enrolling as an evening student at our beautiful campus in the heart of Phoenix. Earn your bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree to take your career to the next level. Engage with industry expert instructors in small classroom settings where you can get the support you need to excel. Scholarships available. See you on campus. Go Lopes.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/.
28, the Lopes on top of the Roadrunners at the half. Barry and Scott back with you. So glad you could join us for the home regular season finale, as the Lopes will be heading off to Las Vegas next week for the opener in the Western Athletic Conference tournament. And that's nice to say after a long 4 years. How about this opening half, though? Bunch of runs, both teams. It was 14-3. It was 21-7. Then the Roadrunners stormed back.
Yeah,
crazy.
I thought the Lopes would have the start that they had, the finish. I mean, you know, generally on senior night, so much emotions going on.
Yeah.
You come out and you struggle a little bit early on the going, but they came out shooting lights out. Started 4 for the first 7, knocking everything down, getting play from all over the floor, and then they finish just 6 of 18 the rest of the half. So the offense just went away from them. The defense got a little bit complacent at times. They lost their focus. They gave up some easy buckets and a big run to end the half for the Roadrunners.
Let's take a look at our opening half highlights. Begin with Casey Benson getting the hoop and the horn.
Well, I love this one. This is one early in the game. It seems he had just gotten his shot swatted before. Then he goes back in there and gets the three-point play the old-fashioned way. He's got 8 points. Then JB, he lines up a 3. He knocks one down. He's got 8 points and a half. But the story of the half was Laver early. He came out on fire, had 12 points quick. That's when the Roadrunners called timeout. Oh, this is the second 3 by Laver. Then the Coach Barnes, who was the mid-major coach of the year last year, called timeout, got his team settled down. The ball goes inside for a hard-fought basket. Then Davis comes right back, and he cans the long-distance jumper. They had a couple threes from some serious distance out there. The Mayor just too big, too strong underneath, would not be denied. And then an 8-0 run by the Roadrunners to finish the half. That hard-fought basket by Holden underneath.
There you look at our halftime stats, 35-28 the score, 40% from the field. On the Lopes, 4 of 11 from the arc, free throws 11 of 14, rebounding margin 20-18. Bench scoring, though, 8-zip in favor of Bakersfield. You look at the rebounding margin, they're up by 2. Bakersfield only has 2 offensive rebounds, but man, the Lopes don't have any.
Not one offensive rebound. I don't know what to attribute that to. Sometimes games go that way. You just can't get that offensive ball to bounce your way off the glass, but the more you go, the more you get, so they got to get some more people going in the offensive glass here in the second half. Otherwise, I like the way they're playing. Keep doing what they're doing. Move that basketball with efficiency on offense. Help your teammate get an easy shot.
All right, Kate will be back with more from GCU Arena in Phoenix. Lopes up 35-28. Keep it right here.
The Grand Canyon University Championship Golf Course features over 7,200 yards of tees and tree-lined fairways, signature par 3s, greenside bunkers, and a 22,000 square foot clubhouse. The Lope House restaurant, serving modern American cuisine, is open to the public 7 days a week. Come experience the best golf and dining destination in the heart of Phoenix. Book your tee times at gcugolf.com.
My name is Anthony Perez, and I earned my master's in education at Grand Canyon University. I feel that the degree program at GCU definitely got me ready and prepared to reach both short and long-term goals. It's definitely prepared me to lead my classroom and also be a teacher leader to find innovative ways of solving the problems in education in the state of Arizona. I'm definitely committed to student success, and so I'm very passionate about working with students. What I absolutely love is when they get that spark in their eye and they understand a concept. When I have those moments is making it all worthwhile in everything that I'm doing. Grand Canyon University definitely has a vibrant campus that has many resources that are accessible. I feel that GCU has prepared me to be an agent of change so that way I can support and advocate on behalf of children in the state of Arizona.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Welcome back. We're just minutes away from the second half, getting action, getting tipped off right here at GCU Arena. Right now, the Lopes with the lead, 35-28 over Bakersfield. Clearly, I'm just so excited for the second half to start after watching Ricky Holden lead the Roadrunners with 10 points and Davis with 8. Meanwhile, for the Lopes, Labor has 12 points to his name. Josh Braun with 8. And the reason why I was tripping up over the scores and whatnot is just because I'm excited. It is homecoming night, senior night here at GCU Arena. It is our final regular season telecast here on Yorview, and I'm Kate Longworth now, and I'm joined by Matt Shin, GCU Student Body Vice President. Clearly, I'm just excited to talk to you and learn all about these homecoming festivities that have been happening all week. Take me through what GCU Student Body's been up to.
Absolutely. So, homecoming is a really, really exciting week. It's great because some of the festivities that we do is we have the homecoming derby right before actually this game. So we had about like 9 participants this year. So we had a whole bunch of student organization, whether it's student leadership, whether it is clubs or even the ROTC program, come out and participate. It's truly wonderful. But the main event tonight was the crowning of the King and Queen of Homecoming Court, which it was such a fun time, and it's been a really, really good process to kind of get through that. Yeah, we saw Ken and James, Daniel Schwab take home the crown as Queen and King, and we saw the stellar court out here. How do members of the student body become members of the Homecoming Court? Yeah, so just want to congrats again, Dan and Kenna. They're engaged. It's wonderful. So congratulations to them. But the process is faculty and staff actually nominate students, and from that pool we pull the people who get the most nominations, and then Wednesday through Friday of this week there's voting that happens on campus, and whoever gets the most votes wins. So it's part faculty and staff, also part students, so it's a really good mix of students. Congratulations to Kenna and Daniel. They're also engaged. Who else? Keontae and Katie Peterson. We saw that happen before the game, and now we want
want to see a big finish from Keontae and crew. Guys, it's time for second half action. Take it away.
Thank you, Kate. Crowd will remain on its feet until the Lopes hit their first bucket here to begin the second half. Another filled to the rafters crowd here at GCU Arena. Frayer brings it in. Vernon hands it off to Benson. Careful. Vernon cuts in. Underneath. Lumberts. And in for Laver.
How about that? So Laver was the guy who got this party started. He goes right back inside, gets himself another bucket.
Cuts in, bounce pass underneath. Oh, the foul. Open a harm. Vernon called. Vernon now with 3 personal fouls early here in the second half. Davis connects. 3-point play. 6-point Lopes lead. Benson moves to his left. Laver turns on Ali. Baseline. Ball got away. Turned around again. Not there. Vernon taps it in. Just underway. Second half. Lead back to 8. Holden. Hold down. Now a long range shot by Davis. Not there. Oh, rebound. Put back easily by Ali. Laver napping a little bit.
Yeah, they did such a good job in that first half, really getting a lot of white jerseys on the inside, protecting that offensive glass. Only gave up 2, and those were on long ones. It came flying back way out, and then they give up another easy one underneath.
Frayer for 3.
How about the confidence of this young man? You mentioned it, 7th in the WAC, and 3-point field goal percentage. He doesn't hesitate like he did as a freshman, or even in the first half of the season this year. Remember he was a starter, Coach Marley benched him? Yep. That seems like a long time ago.
A long time ago. Durham pulls down the 3, loves it from the arc. Boy, you don't want to see that. First made 3 for Damian Durham. Hopefully Lope fans don't want him to wake up.
Now, Double D, he loves it behind that arc. He's taken over 753s in his career. He's comfortable living out there on the edge.
Braun for 3. Good!
Well, Mr. GCU's 3-point shooter himself, the all-time leader from behind the arc, comes back and knocks one down. Now he's got to play with his shoelace untied. Got his right shoelace came untied. I wonder how that'll affect him on the defensive end here.
His mom's got to be upset. Double knot the laces.
That's one of the first things you learn when you learn how to tie your shoes, isn't it?
Come on. Davis somehow threads the needle to Ali.
Oh, they're going to check that. They're not sure if that got off before the 30-second shot clock expired.
Officials go to the monitor. Coach Barnes.
Look at this one more time here. See if that red light comes off when the ball comes in his hand. Can't quite tell from that angle. I was trying to see the clock on the side. See it one more time. Yeah, that's close. That is so close. I think he's holding on to the rim and not the ball as the shot clock expires. I think that the other look was a better look because you can't see the red light on there.
Yeah,
you see the double zeros, but you can't see the red light. So do you play to the red light or do you play with a double zero?
Shot clock violation.
Nope, they got it.
All right.
Now this is the best angle here. Look at the far right side of the stanchion.
Oh, yeah, it's lit up. It's 0.
Yeah, it's already on. You can see the red line on the vertical square around the shot clock. It had come on when that ball was still in Ali's hands. Good work by this officiating crew. I was getting on that one official at halftime saying he got in the way of Matt Jackson going after that loose ball. And he tried to say he was quick and got out of the way. I said, you move slower than I do.
Wow. Shouldn't upset the officials.
Oh, I go at these guys. You kidding me? As many times as they've given me bogus calls and technical fouls.
You got to cut the cord a little. Come on.
Can't let it go. I still hate.
Just a few years ago.
Haters got to hate, Barry.
Rapp. Durham. Oh, look at him just throw it up.
Oh, just quicker to that ball. Man, guys in the blue shirts out scrapping the Lopes right now.
Durham wanted it again. Pulled down. Labor got over there in his face. Holden. 20 on the shot clock. Holden moves to his left. Looks for some help from Ali. Back to Rapp. He's open for three. Feeds inside to Ali.
3 seconds. Rapp's got to shoot that ball. That ball comes over that far. That's your shot, son. He's not afraid to let it fly. He's got over 500 points in his career. Rapp's a walk-on, though. He sees one of his bigs wide open down low. He wants to get him the ball. He's got almost 500 assists in his career, go along with over 500 rebounds.
Great career. Benson. Ooh, careful. Rapp.
Rapp's a feisty little guy. He's had to work hard for everything he's got. He tries to come off his man in the corner as Keontae Vernon kind of nonchalanted that with one hand, his left hand. He tried to come over and steal that ball, but he did get a big piece of Keontae Vernon. Bumped right through his shoulders. He doesn't realize how broad Keontae Vernon's shoulders are.
Rapp's got three. Benson moves to his right. Goes left to Labor. Labor moves in on Ali. Left hand. Ooh, it doesn't go. Ali pulled it down up for Holden. Holden off the left wing. Nice crossover underneath. No whistle. There was a
couple Lopes coming off the weak side to swat that one away. We'll get the under 16 timeout here. Lopes got to figure out what they aren't doing as successfully offensively as they did in the first half.
Walking a little gingerly back over to the bench. Let's send it over to Kate Longwood.
Well, guys, we call him the mayor, Mr. GCU. No matter what you call Josh Braun, it is clear he's made an impact as he celebrates senior night tonight here at GCU. Difficulties on that, but we'll try and circle back. But basically, as you can imagine, Josh Braun rather emotional as he reflects back on his career in the Lopes uniform. And I think it was clear that all the seniors and all members of this team were feeling those emotions pre-game. We watched those introductions. Dan Marley, I think, even might have teared up a little. I know you can't cry in baseball, but basketball, Scott, is that acceptable?
There's no crying in basketball, is there, Scott? There's no crying in baseball, and there's no crying in basketball.
No, certainly no crying in basketball. In fact, isn't that what the next level of the league stands for, NBA? No babies allowed? Is that what it stands for? I had heard that, yeah. I tell you what, right? This kid, Josh Braun, is a special kind of kid. I don't want to go on and on about him for the entire game, but they don't make college players quite like they make Josh Braun. It's like Kate says, excels in the classroom as well as on the court.
Lopes 4 of 7 from the field in the second half, 57.1%. Holden played well tonight. Inside to Ali. Ali kicks back out. Durham driving baseline. Floater up top. Way too much. Braun.
Well, that's the kind of shot you want them to take. A hard runner on the baseline. Lots of pressure on it. I'm sure Coach Barnes would not the way he drew that up there during the timeout.
Labor wants three, and he gets it. Oh, Alessandro Labor red hot.
Well, you want to get an assist, throw it over to Labor. This kid, like you said, he is on fire.
3 for 3 from the arc. 17 points. Inside to Ali. Ali, though, with the left hand and a nice little move by Labor.
Yeah, really, it wasn't. He does a good job sending Labor one direction and snaps it back to the baseline and just put that ball in his big left paw and threw it down.
Fair, eyed by Durham, leads for Benson. Joyner comes out, puts her hand on it. Benson moves right, cuts in, goes right hand, drives, charge.
Yeah, good job coming off of Vernon. Davis stepping in there and taking that blow for his teammates. He does one more time. He just comes off of Vernon. Actually was running out. Just saw Casey Benson coming to the ball. Just stopped going out to fall labor to the short corner. Was in great position. 10-point game here. Bakersfield's got the ball.
Hold it. Side by Braun. Goes up over the top. Ali with a move by Laver again.
We're seeing a battle of the big. Right now, Laver's got the advantage outside. But Ali is doing damage underneath. He's just too fast with his footwork along in that painted area, going right by him anytime he wants to. They're gonna have to start double teaming and see how efficient he can pass out of the double team. Look at this one more time. Look at this little spin move to the baseline before Laver can even pick up one of his feet. He's gone to the bucket.
You don't want to give him the baseline, right? In that kind of 101 right down low.
Yeah, there's no help to the baseline. Force him back to the middle where your teammates are located. Is that Vernon? Vernon down the middle there for a nice bucket off the glass. Not sure why the officials stopped play there. He must have saw something on the floor he didn't like. And whatever it was, they giving Coach Barnes an opportunity to call in the play here.
Holden to his left. McCall back to Holden. Holden driving by Laver, baseline, stepped out.
Lopes now a couple times, they were shown big on that ball screen. And Lavers, he does a nice job getting down that baseline. You can see just actually was the inside of the left sneaker, just caught a piece of that white line on the baseline. This was really eyeballing the baseline. That's the second out of bounds call we've had today where someone's dribbled the ball and stepped out of bounds.
Braun pulls down, drives into the paint, underneath for Keontae Vernon. Too much. Loose ball underneath, picked up by the Roadrunner. Jarkel Joyner brings it up.
Interesting that Vernon actually is the one that got bumped off the shot that time with some physicality underneath. Normally he's the one sitting bodies flying. That time he got the worst into that.
See Utah Valley up by 18 as Holden takes it. Wow, it's uncontested. Laver ends up with it. Two of this bounce for the Lopes. Benson driving right-handed in.
He was so good finishing with the right hand around the basket. This is a left-hander that loves to go right.
52-40, the Lopes on top of the Roadrunners. 12:36 to go, second half.
Look at Casey Benson one more time. How many times? I think 3-4 times now he's just gotten that ball in the Lopes paint and then driven it right to the Bakersfield paint, and something positive has happened.
18 points. Utah Valley looking to secure that second spot in the WAC. The Lopes for the win, secure the third spot. We're going to step aside and be back with more from GCU Arena after we take this timeout.
Phoenix is Thunder Dan Marley, head coach at Grand Canyon University. Coming to GCU was a great move for me. Join Antelope Nation by enrolling as an evening student at our beautiful campus in the heart of Phoenix. Earn your bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree to take your career to the next level. Engage with industry expert instructors in small classroom settings where you can get the support you need to excel. Scholarships available. See you on campus. Go Lopes.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/evening. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Welcome back. Well, this is the Lopes' final home game of the regular season, but in just a few days, they'll be tipping off action at Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. We're talking about the WAC basketball tournament, and all session tickets can be purchased through the Orleans Arena box office or the GCU ticket office. Just call 602-639-8979. The men tip off on Thursday, the women tip off on Wednesday, and we know that GCU student body has a lot planned, starting with on Thursday a pep rally an hour and a half before tip-off. So if you are interested in seeing the Lopes in action, make sure you get your tickets to those sessions.
Wrap up by Ali. Boy, just drives it by Laver, who has had his hands full with Ali.
Yeah, you see him do the double flex. He did the Arnold Schwarzenegger on him coming back down the other leg. Said, I'm too strong for him down low. Keep feeding me down here. Benson finds Vernon. Hands it back to Casey. Yeah, Bakersfield picking up the backcourt pressure. They really made Benson work to get that ball across half court. Laver short. Rapp pulls around. Durham, long three, off the mark. Laver pulled down the rebound. Benson. Durham just with that 1-3. 1 of 5 from the arc. Vernon leaves for Benson. Benson puts it down, drives, right hand. Ali got a hand on it. Not this time. Benson was able to sneak one past Ali the time before, but Ali was ready for him after seeing the play the second time. He's got 3 blocks in this game. And he's really made himself a presence here in the second half. Back to his right. Vernon, that's his 4th. Yeah, Vernon had that left arm wrapped around the low post player there and picks up the foul. And Coach Marley's going to get a timeout here. I think he's going to get some guys up off that bench, give them a second chance here in the second half. They got to play better. First time they'll have somebody check in off the bench in the second half with 11:10 to go. It's been all starters for GCU. Let's send it over to Kate.
Well, guys, we talked about how emotional this night is, and you better believe it is for Josh Braun. We set up this clip just a few moments ago, and now take a listen as Josh Braun reflects on his time in a Lopes uniform.
It's been a blast. You know, it's anything, everything I could hope for, and college career, and playing here at a university like this, and just how everybody here has been so great, and so just incredible, just from a standpoint from staff, from students, from coaches, players, everything. It's been it's been a blast. It's I can't ask for anything more. It's crazy. It's gone by in a flash, and it's hard to believe that 5 years have gone by already. But hoping to finish out this season strong, and I'm incredibly thankful, and it's been such a blessing to be here.
Comes down to one. Honestly, GCU has been more than just a basketball team, more than a student section. It's been like a real family, and what I'm going to take away is that you can't replace these guys. There's people that come and go, but my GCU basketball family is forever. Even people like Jared and Nemo, Kerwin, Keontae, so on and so forth, man. Those are priceless moments, and one thing I learned is to not procrastinate. As we speak, I have a paper due in about 45 minutes, so don't procrastinate and have as much fun as possible, because you only get to go to college once.
The full range of emotions on that. We heard Josh Braun, or we saw rather, Josh Braun getting a little choked up, and then I love that lesson from Sheik. Don't procrastinate. That's a lesson we all need to take away in real life, right?
Oh, yeah. God, I hated turning those papers in, trying to beat the deadlines, coming off a roadie. Oh, you just hope the professor would show you a little extra love. Can I get an extra day?
Loose ball underneath. Laver comes up with it, feeds Braun before he fell back out of bounds. Amari Milstead in the game. Jackson drives underneath. Laver rallies. Wasn't quite prepared to receive that from Jackson.
You're
and Marley's
exactly right.
got a quiz look on his face like, what happened to Alessandro?
It was a great pass by Jackson, who's not always the best passer. I don't think Laver expected him to give that ball up. And he just didn't rush it. He just never got off the floor. He kind of shot putting it up at the rim. Horrible looking shot.
That drives underneath. Jump ball. Roadrunners have possession. 7 on the shot clock. Wrapped to inbound. Kicks out. Drives baseline. Durham with the floater. Drops.
Oh boy, they got it down to single digits deficit once again.
Roadrunners led 3-0. Trailed ever since. Jackson turns. Put back by Laver, the hoop and the harm.
A nice little baseline lefty hook by Jackson, but it actually sails so far, it makes it an easy offensive rebound on the weak side of the board for Laver. Kind of like a alley-oop pass, what was actually a shot. Laver has good concentration and vision to track that ball as it comes over the rim, and in one motion, puts it back in and gets the three-point shot. He's got himself a 20-point game tonight.
At 8 rebounds.
How many times has this big young freshman gone for 20 plus, 130 plus game in there too? And that's in conference play. That's not against the cupcakes he had early in the season. That's against whack opponents that want to do nothing but kick your butt when they're out there on the floor.
Sometimes you have to check yourself and remember he's a freshman. Durham falling down. Hits the 3, his second of the night.
Oh, they only I think did give him 3 points. Okay, I thought for a second they only gave him 2 points, but that made it together. They brought it back down to 8 points once again. And Durham, he's a good shooter. I mean, he had a hand right in his face and he still knocked it down.
Braun for 3, bam!
Speaking of having a hand in his face, the mayor says, this is my final game. I'm going to do everything within my power to make sure the Lopes walk out of here with a win.
14 for Braun. Oh, Milstead picked off that pass by Rapp. Look out, Rappa. He wanted it back, and he got it back.
He got it back, and I think he got the timeout. He got the timeout to keep the ball over with the Roadrunners. Otherwise, it would have been tied up. It would have been a GCU's possession.
They're going to get Braun on the foul.
What?
Second on Braun. Yep.
I never liked that. Ball's on the floor. I think basketball rules should go out the window. It should become a football game.
Ooh,
you should be allowed to dive on another guy when he's on the floor. If he's not on his feet, you could dive right on his head and try to get the ball.
Okay.
Make it more like a, Aussie rules football or rugby, something like that, a man sport, No pads football.
Holden. Durham. Look at him throwing up the 3. Jackson picks it up.
he kind of tapped it around twice before he was able
to there's nobody around.
Secure it. Yeah, there's nobody in that short corner.
Jackson turns, looks underneath Braun. Braun's muscling his way. Oh, Ali got a hand on it.
Wow, he's just racking up the blocks. He might end up with a half a dozen blocks tonight.
Holden, foul underneath, probably got Jackson.
What problem on that last offensive play? Josh Braun caught the ball down low. He knew he had Ali on him, but instead of going into the chest of Ali, tries to fade away and get something over top of the long arm defender. You can't do that against an excellent shot blocker. He's just going to wait, time it, and use his length to get the ball.
Player back to the scorer's table, checks in.
Holden misses the first into that free throw. 7 of 11 are the Roadrunners now from the line.
Player in for Braun. Holden. They're going to make it a 10-point game. Does. Presses on with Roadrunners. Player. This is center court. Inside to Labor. Labor Ali fight continues. Labor fouled by Ali.
Ali picks up his third, and that's where the big fella wants to play. Take that fight right to that shot blocker, get into his chest, make an exceptional block on the ball.
Josh Braun with 14 points in the game. This is regular season finale after 5 years at GCU. He's hit a couple of threes. We're seeing a little bit of what we've grown accustomed to with Josh Braun.
Yeah, he's had an up and down year. Coach Marley's been trying to get him going offensively, running some plays for him. But I like the way he's played tonight. That first three really got him into the game. And then we saw him so many times go down on that block over the course of his career where he's been so efficient at using his size and his strength and his basketball IQ to beat defenders, and then he gets it cranked. Once you get that ball going in that basket, that's the kind of thing that kind of just gets you rolling. You can see 3 of 5 from behind the arc, 14 points. And then we talked about this in our production meeting. For the Lopes to do well in the WAC tournament in Vegas, you need 14 to 18 points out of Josh Braun. Great if you could get 20, but anywhere between 14 and 18 points, with the way the other guys can contribute, you give yourself a solid chance to go out there and try to win that tournament.
14 points for Josh tonight. Alessandro Labor with 20. The bench has been kind of quiet here, which is a little alarming.
Yeah, they were huge against Utah Valley, big against Seattle, but non-existent tonight. You wonder if they got caught up in the emotions of the senior night themselves and weren't ready to come in and play. I mean, there's Keontae Vernon's, well, fiance, I almost said girlfriend, fiance now, as he popped the question prior to the game tonight during the senior introduction. Is that what you say, pop the question?
I believe so. Bended knee.
Yeah, he bent the knee?
Yeah, he went down, he went one knee. He did it
the right way. Yeah, that's a classy move there by KV.
Man, it looked like he shocked the world there, because it looked like Marley he wasn't aware of it. How about the Habits?
Well, they brought it all season long.
How about Keontae's mom right in the middle, right behind us?
She got a new daughter-in-law tonight, and she is partying with the Havocs. I love it.
She'll be in Vegas, no doubt.
Yeah, she knows the arm movements and the chants and everything.
Oh,
She's got to go. Oh, she's here right over here on my right shoulder here.
Yeah, right behind us.
Let's go back one more time and take a look at this proposal.
Yeah.
Look at this. Keontae Vernon, right? Oh, he's got the ring in the box and everything.
Yep.
Oh, that's great. Pretty young girl. Did himself well there. I'll tell you. Nice job.
Yeah,
good
kicked
job.
his
Good on
coverage.
him.
Event-filled 3 years. For more on this TV reality show we have on, let's go over to Kate Longworth.
Who needs The Bachelor when we have this? Katie Peterson, she is the gal who, I'm sure she's watching the game, but probably also watching that sparkly thing on her left ring finger as well. She graduated from GCU this summer and got her major in hospitality management. Her and Keontae have been together for a couple years, and she was shocked. She couldn't believe it happened tonight, but obviously very excited. Both her family and Keontae's here to share in the moment.
Picked off, Milstead to his left. Martin drives back to Damari. Matt Jackson. Hoop and a hard. There's your bench points.
There's a bench press right there. Matt Jackson's been in that weight room. Too big, too strong. Takes that contact, and I love the unselfish break. Look at that. Aussie gives it over to Milstead in the middle, who snaps it, no hesitation. Takes a shot in the face and the chest, powers it in the bucket.
The bench overwoken. Not quite with a roar. 7:20 and counting. Long distance, Holden. Man, Ricky Holden, the junior from Laurel, Mississippi, having quite the game.
Yeah, he outsmarted the young freshman that time. Freshman thought he was coming off the screen, jumped to the high sky. Holden went back the other way. Had plenty of space to knock down that three-point shot. Well done by Holden.
Averaging 10 points a game. He's got 14 tonight. Labor on
Laver, he just got himself in a situation where he wanted to wrestle a little too much down there underneath. Look at Laver here. He just comes in here and just trying to push too much underneath on Ali. Gets whistled for the foul.
Holden, side by Milstead, finds Davis. Davis quickly over to Durham. Inside, Ali working on Laver, twisting, turning, back to his right hand, not there. Davis underneath, being swarmed. Jackson got a hand on it.
They're going to get a tie-up. That's going to be Lope's fault.
Yeah.
So they didn't get the first one. The first one was such a bad shot. Put the defense in a bad position to try to clean their glass up. Good job by Laver not fouling. And then that was such a bad one there. But look at Matt Jackson. He just wrestled his hands in there to try to get the ball. And got one mid on it, and just enough for the officials to give him a jump ball call.
Player to Milstead. Holden on him, back out Martin wraps on him. Martin into the corner for Milstead, driving baseline, up high, off the glass. Damari Milstead, open a harm.
Well, I don't understand why the defender got so up on Milstead's right shoulder, just gave him the clear line to the basket. See, he was not anywhere between the man in the basket. He was way up on Milstead's right shoulder. Milstead had a clear line to the basket. I thought he was going to flush that. Did he miss that free throw?
Ali with 4 personal fouls. Back out Jackson. Up for Milstead. Ooh, trying to pick it up. Finally does. Cuts into the paint. Floater. Oh, doesn't go. Laver tried to get a hand on it. Doesn't work out. Roadrunners holding. 5:45 is counting. The Lopes looking to win their 3rd straight. Their 20th of the season as they close it out.
What a job by Frere, staying in front of Durham on that drive.
They stay tight. Holden, look out. Oh, big rebound. Frere's there.
Well, Frere got on that glass. He's got 4 boards now. And Milstead has gotten burned a couple times trying to get over the top of that screen that Holden's just going the opposite direction on. He's gotten good looks at 3-point shots 2 times in a row.
Martin. He wants some. Knocked off the ball by Davis.
Number 42 says, hey, what do I got to do to get a whistle? A lot of contact on that drive to the basket. No foul coming.
9 on the shot clock with Martin to inbound. Milstead pulls down just inside the arc, off the wing. Oh, Rapp got a hand on him.
Well, it was the shot fake by Milstead to get by the first offender. Now Rapp is trying to fire from all the way out in the painted area to come out to challenge the shot, but you can't foul a jump shooter shooting a mid-range jump shot. If he makes it, just pat him on the butt, say nice shot. Send him to the line like that, seems silly.
Rapp's got 4. Ali took a seat, he's got 4. Paul's going to check in for Rapp. Laver happy that Ali took a seat. Milstead hits both. Joyner back out to Holden. What's he pointing at?
I'm unsure.
Wrong. Not quite sure what happened. Officials are confirming.
Not sure if the shot clock is incorrect or if the game clock didn't get started, or he called a technical on Marley for being too far towards the midcourt stripe.
Box warning, so it's a Class B technical foul to shoot one. Bakersfield keep control of the ball.
Yeah, they're going to get a technical foul on Coach Marley for being outside the coach's spot. It's either on Marley or assistant coach Todd Lee for being off the bench.
You know, I saw Braun. Braun was standing up. There was the bench. Now, Braun was up on his feet.
The players can stand and applaud. I don't understand if Braun was saying something derogatory to the officials.
I doubt it.
One of the other guys on the bench, or the assistant coach and staff, I'm unsure. I didn't see a whole lot. I don't know why they'd be upset about anything that really just had happened.
Back underway, Holden. Foul.
He's got a little of that, let's say this,
Martin
just got a little of that James Harden in him, where he gets into that painted area and just kind of hits a defender just enough so he can get that contact, possibly get the whistle, and still get the ball up on the rim, and earns another strip to the line. He's shooting his 8th and 9th free throws tonight.
Holden connects. Well, I saw Harden break a little highlight recently where he basically broke somebody's ankles.
Yeah, it was Wesley Johnson. I sent him a message to make sure he was feeling okay the next day.
Rub it in, huh?
That was really rude of what James Harden did to that guy.
And then he took a little time.
And then he waited, spun the ball around on his fingers, and he looked at Johnson on the floor and then knocked down a three-point shot to add a little salt to the wound.
Jackson, how about that move?
That was a thing of beauty. You don't see that out of the 6'10". Jackson taking it from the half court stripe all the way to the 10. Kind of a little inside-out dribble to get all the way to the rack.
Inside up over the head of Justin Davis.
That's going to be free throws. Mari Milstead comes off his weak side position, snagged that ball, then got bumped out of bounds.
Davis.
So the bench that did nothing in the first half has come in the second half to play. Doing a nice job between Jackson driving to the bucket, Milstead's trips to the free throw line, and getting inside for a couple layups.
Remember to follow the Lopes on 1580 AM. Michael Potter, Tom Kuiper.
Makes the front end of the one-on-one. Wasn't quite as quiet in here on that trip to the line. Maybe that the extra noise helped Milstead at the free throw line.
Vernon checks back in for Laver. Rapp brings it up. Moves to his left. Martin on him. Rapp trying to move on Martin. Kicks back out. Joyner driving baseline, comes way back out. 9 on the shot clock. 8. Joyner driving into the paint. Floater doesn't go. Jackson trying to pull it down. Ali's there, and he does put it back. Took a shot just above the eye as well.
Ali's doing a nice job around that rim tonight.
Big three for Oscar Freyer.
He wasted no time getting back in there and getting in the scoring column. He just got off the bench and knocked down a three. He's got 9 points. I'll tell you what, after that bucket by the Roadrunners, it was the Lopes that showed the speed and pushing that ball to the offensive end and getting a quick three.
72-56 the score, 3:32 to go in this regular season finale. The Lopes looking to win their 20th and their 3rd straight here in Phoenix.
Our armed forces' heroism, courage, and bravery give greater meaning to what it is to be an American. Grand Canyon University honors you and pays tribute to you and your family. As a community, GCU celebrates your service, your sacrifice, and your commitment. God bless all the brave men and women who put our country first. We want to do the same for you. GCU puts you first with its flexible and convenient online degree programs. We salute you and thank you for your service.
I'm Christian Talon, and I'm earning my bachelor's in information technology at GCU. Cyber threats are a growing problem for companies and individuals alike. A lot of resources are under scrutiny of attack. I found it my purpose to try and help businesses and defend themselves against those attacks. One of the great benefits to going to GCU is that we as students get access to the state-of-the-art IT labs where we can put to practice the information that we're learning in our classrooms.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/IT.
Welcome back. Right now, the Lopes on top of Bakersfield, 72-56. But let's take a look at the landscape throughout the conference. UMKC falls short at Chicago State as they snap a 25-game losing skid. Chicago State gets its first victory in WAC play of the season. New Mexico State took care of things at UTRGV. The final there, 86-71. Seattle University falls short at Utah Valley. Utah Valley comes up with the win, 73-47. And a big congratulations to Nicole Powell's team in double overtime, coming out on top by one. They ensure the third seed, and it looks like that's also what the Lopes will do on the men's side with that third seed, which would mean they would play at noon on Thursday if the scenario holds in Vegas.
Noon Vegas time, 1 o'clock Phoenix time for game number 1. It looks like the Lopes go on to win it here. They'll secure the third spot in the Western Athletic Conference. Utah Valley with that big win over Seattle takes the second spot. Freyer. Benson. Braun. 7 on the shot clock. Martin. Vernon pulls it down. 2 on the shot clock. A little bit of a mess.
Yeah, but they use 30 seconds off the clock and they get the charge on the other end, so they'll be able to burn some more time. So, yeah, you didn't get the bucket, but more importantly, with the 15-point lead, you chewed a lot of clock. I thought it was Martin's job to take that shot once they get about 5 seconds to go to try to force a pass to Vernon 12 feet away. You get him a disservice. Go ahead and shoot that ball.
Freyer. Benson. Selfishly, would like for them to feed Keontae Vernon down in the low post. Benson. Freyer driving baseline. Benson looks for 3. And he gets it!
That one right there probably got Sheik some time off the punt. He's got to get his senior in here this final 2 minutes of this game. Somebody needs to go snatch Coach Marley by the collar and tell him, hey, get your senior in. You're up by 18.
And the Habits. Letting Marley know they want Sheik. Holding. Pulled down by Vernon. Marley looking back at his bench, and Sheik Saisavane is taking off his warm-up.
Yeah, call timeout. Get this guy some burn here.
Down low to Freyer. Oh! That worked out so good.
He tried to put the exclamation point on the regular season with a ferocious dunk, but they got just enough of Freyer in the ball. I almost caught that ball. It came flying all the way back into the mid-court stripe. I bet you a beer. Sheik gets up a 3 before the end of this game.
He better.
I've never seen a guy get in with short minutes and get up so many shots per second as the Sheik.
It's a standing O for Sheik.
Crowd favorite, no doubt about it. Worked so hard in practice, always being the best player on the scout team, having to go against these starters day in and day out.
And Ben Sanders to Javon Estelle to Sheik Saisavane.
And he gets it done with the D. He forced the turnover. Crowd loves it. They're going to try and get Sheik a shot here.
Right there off the wing.
He has been instant offense off that bench. Look at him slide his biscuits. He's been sitting over there for 2 hours and shut down defender.
Vernon, what's he doing?
What's he shooting for?
Oh,
You got to get
goodness.
Sheik the ball, Vernon.
Oh, my goodness. Little playground basketball. Barnes, Durham just inside the arc. Connects. Timeout, Bakersfield.
Interesting timeout there by Coach Barnes.
The Storm back. Down by 17. Head coach Ann Pearson and the GCU softball team will be out for revenge. They take on South Dakota, the Coyotes. They handed them a 10-1 pasting yesterday. Ouch. That broke a 6-game GCU winning streak. GCU did end up beating Princeton yesterday 6-2. Come on out and support the Lopes at the brand new GCU softball stadium tomorrow at 11 a.m. Great new facility, chair back seats there, along with the brand new Brazel Field, GCU ballpark. Been a busy day here at GCU. Homecoming, senior night, GCU Hall of Fame alumni celebration. Cheek size of vein to inbound. Benson. 1:10 to go. Swarm there. Over to Braun. Bounce past to Benson. Over to Sheik.
They don't want Sheik to get a shot off. They got double team Sheik.
Oh, that's just terrible. Sheik, just throw it up. Throw it up, Sheik. Oh, they swarmed them. Turned it over. Holden. Oh, nothing but ball. Come on.
Well, Sheik lost it at one end, but he said, I'm not giving up anything easy on the defense. Goes down, and he makes a good play on the ball here. He's a small defender, got his shot swatted. The momentum took him off balance. That's what caused the foul. I don't think he hit him in the head like the officials are saying at all. I think Sheik just, he gets a smothered chicken on the basketball right here, and it just throws Holden off balance. Oh, no, I take that back. He did get him across the head, but he gets a lot of ball, right? I don't know what they're going to call here. I have no idea what they do in college basketball anymore when they go to these replays.
Yeah, the replays showed a lot more than what I saw.
Yeah, you slow it down. If you slow it down enough, yeah, I guess you will see
him.
it get hit in the head. But at some point in time, there's a bunch of big, young, strong men out here playing a high-speed basketball game. There's nothing intentional about that. You get some, you give some. That's the way it happens over the course of 30 games, right?
Been a great game for Holden, though. 17 points. Eventually that went in.
Well, how many free throws is he going to get here, Barry? Because is he getting the flagrant one call?
Yeah.
If he gets the flagrant one call, then he gets the 2 free throws. Now he's going to come back and get the 2 free throws on the field goal attempt?
He's 10 of 11.
Oh, no, he's getting the ball back on the baseline. Okay, so 2 free throws in the ball. That makes sense.
15-point lead for GCU. Lee, Durham throws up the 3. In and out.
Get the ball to Sheik.
That's it. Braun in the corner to Sheik. Throwing up the 3!
I wanted to see that one go in for that young man.
Durham again.
Good. That's one guy who'll throw some threes.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's ever been anybody who's shot more threes in the history of the WAC than this cat. You're going to get a rolling timeout just for some substitution so the seniors can get a hand.
Josh Braun checks out. Keontae Vernon checks out. Cheek size of vein. The GCU baseball team back in action on a busy weekend at Brazel Field. Tomorrow 3 p.m. when they take on the Crusaders from Valparaiso. The 2 teams are playing right now over at the ballpark. Be sure to come out tomorrow for Family Sunday. Bring the whole family out for a great day at the ballpark. Hillstead at the line. Well, it's been a pleasure. Certainly have enjoyed yelling Keontae Vernon's name for 3 years. The propensity of yelling really fit the bill. Durham tried to throw up another three. Foul underneath. Sheik sides the vein. It's going to be called again. He was a little unnerved by that. He's getting his name on the score sheet.
He's got a smile on his face. He's enjoying himself out there. Hey, and stop the clock. I know what he was trying to do there. He said, I got to stop this clock so I can try to come back and get me another three-point bomb on the other end.
We hope to see you in Las Vegas next week. The Lopes have enjoyed a home court advantage throughout here at GCU Arena. Many Lopes fans will be making their way to Vegas, no doubt. And they would love to see the support as they try to make some noise in their first season of tournament eligibility. Buses of Havocs will be heading on over. The pep rally on Thursday. The women in action as the #3 seed on Wednesday. Come on out, make it a long weekend in Las Vegas at the Orleans Arena.
Should be fun, should be a good one. I know they're going to have a party, about an hour and a half before game time. Get fired up, go inside and make some noise like they do right here in the House of Havoc.
But now things need to be ironed out. Might be UMKC for the men.
Keontae Vernon. This is Vernon behind us. She has been partying with the Havocs all night, right in the thick of things. And her son is going to walk off of here a winner for the last time in his college career. That is absolutely huge for a college basketball player. I remember my final game as a senior, getting that big win and realizing the last time you played a college game at home that you were going to be walking home with a W. One more time here on the foul. Coach Barnes doesn't want these fans to be able to send these seniors off until really late in the game, into the night rather. Continuing telling his team to foul to keep this thing going.
Laver at the line. Holden brings it up. 19 for Holden. Add 2 more. Holden's call. 4th personal foul with 6.2 on the clock.
If they know they're going to foul, Sheik's got to be the one to go get the ball in the back court. Don't let Milstead get it. Throw it into Sheik. Let him foul Sheik. They may hit 6.2. They got to go the length of the floor here. That might be it for on the offense.
Rings out. Final shot, Lee. Throws it up, off the mark, underneath, and that'll do it. 81-68. The Lopes win their 20th game of the season. They improved to 20-10 and 9-5 in the Western Athletic Conference. 3 straight victories to close out the regular season. Hopefully riding that momentum into their first tournament.
An absolute ton of momentum going into the postseason. Get to enjoy the WAC tournament and all that experience has to offer. Happy for these seniors to go out with a home win. Happy for Coach Marley to get his 20th win of the season yet again, 3 straight years in a row, like he said. Heck, it took Coach K 10 seasons to get 200 wins. So Marley right on track, pace there with a Hall of Famer. And I'm really excited to see what the postseason has to bring for the senior group.
6'5" Sabane, Josh Braun, Keontae Vernon, and Casey Benson. Senior night of success here at GCU Arena in Phoenix. Even a proposal. We've seen it all here tonight as the Lopes win their 20th game of the season, 81-68.
In addition to watching WAC basketball on your mobile device, you can now watch selected games on your TV through Apple TV, Droid TV, Amazon Fire, and Roku. Brought to you by the Western Athletic Conference and Blue Frame Technology. Get ready for the WAC Indoor Track and Field Championships, February 22nd through the 24th in Nampa, Idaho. Who will be the next WAC champion?
Grand Canyon University, Arizona's private Christian university, is a top tourism market bustling right in the heart of Phoenix. Join the student team at the GCU Hotel, Canyon 49 Grill, and coffee shop GCBC for real-world learning opportunities. Hospitality students can gain workplace skills and leadership training on the GCU Championship Golf Course, featuring brand new amenities. Across every enterprise, you have the chance to network, learn, and grow. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, the 2018 WAC Basketball Tournament at the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. March 7th through 10th, 14 games, 4 days of WAC madness. Be there for the triumph. Get your tickets now at orleansarena.com. See you in WAC Vegas.
Stats after the Lopes victorious, 81-68 over Bakersfield, 46.2 from the field, 10 of 20 from the arc, 16-4 fast break points, 9-3 in favor of the Lopes in the steals category. Just 11 turnovers and bench scoring. They stormed back after trailing 8-zip. 13-10, the final margin, the Lopes bench. Coming on strong to close it out. 3 straight victories for the Lopes. And it has been confirmed they'll be taking on UMKC in the opening round, 12 noon opening tip on Thursday at the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. It is the Western Athletic Conference Tournament. Great to be talking about conference play.
Yeah, it's awesome. And in UMKC, a good opponent for the Lopes. It'll be a nice challenge, but nothing that they can't handle. They play the way they played tonight with that energy and that passion. They'll have a good result.
Certainly an emotional night. We had a wedding proposal here by Keontae Vernon. Josh Braun closes it out. It took him a while to make his way around, thanking the Havocs. Just a class act. You wouldn't expect anything different. Taking his time, thanking just about everybody here at GCU Arena.
Yeah, he loves the fans. He has embraced what Lopes basketball is all about, what these Havocs do to help support the program. There is no experience like this in the WAC, and he plays with all the heart he can and love for the university, and they love him right back. So it's a symbiotic relationship, and something he'll always be able to come back here and get a good seat in this building.
Well, let's send it into the post-game press conference area. Kate Longworth and Paul Coro. Okay?
All right, thank you guys. And emotional game for the players, emotional for the fans in stand. I'm a little emotional about that. It's the last regular season home game. Just take us through what you saw from tip-off to now, Paul.
Well, first, Keontae got down on a knee.
I know.
And everything, she said yes, and everything went well for there. I mean, what a great night. Seniors played well, which is key. It doesn't hurt that the freshman big man, got another 20-point game. He's had 6 since he started playing a lot, mid-January. I thought the tempo tonight was great. They really picked up the pace from and when they play with that kind of energy, they had so much problems with the press in Bakersfield, and Bakersfield was never really able to slow them down in the backcourt like they did there. And they got 16 fast break points and shot well, 3-pointers, free throws. A lot of the things that have really hung up the offense all year went well tonight.
So are the Lopes peaking at the right time? Because we know now they are the number 3 seed for the WAC tournament. They will tip off at noon in Vegas, 1 o'clock here, against UMKC on Thursday. What are you anticipating with that matchup?
It's a good matchup for they've played the Roos well twice. Undersized team. It's really one of those teams that Ali Laver really had a good good effort against because they can go into them in the post and they've got no answer for them down there. I'm sure, after 2 times they're going to get that third look, and everybody always says that's tough, but that's a team plays with a lot of effort. It's a high intensity group. They'll get up some threes, but this is the #1 3-point defense in the nation. So I think you like your chances against a 3-point shooting team when you have that kind of thing, and they showed that again tonight. I'm not sure where they ended up, under 20%, something like that, I believe.
Right.
But it's a good matchup. They've had some of their best offensive games against UMKC, just efficiency-wise, high percentage. Tonight was probably one of their best shooting games since they played UMKC.
And March is the best time, whether you're a college basketball fan or player. And this year, the Lopes get to be a part of the madness, starting with this WAC tournament. What do you think it's like right now inside the locker room? Because normally on this game, Dan's addressing his team almost in a goodbye. It's kind of just starting for this GCU basketball program now that they are eligible for this type of play.
Yeah, a lot of the seniors were talking going into this week that it's bittersweet, and we'd rather hear it from Dan right now, huh?
I imagine it is a little bittersweet. We'll see what Dan has to say.
Fantastic win. Really came out and played well. The seniors were great in the first half. Lost a little momentum there, but we came out in the second half and just closed it out. I thought everybody in the second half was great. Proud of Keontae and Josh and Casey and Sheik. Very emotional for those guys, especially Josh. But all 4 of those guys, those 3 guys that play a lot, did a great job. So 20 wins. I think that's 3 years in a row we've won 20 wins. That says a lot for being a school that's in their 5th year of transition from Division II basketball. And it has a lot to do with, I've already said all that. So very excited about that. And now we did what we were supposed to do. Good momentum. We're very excited to play in our first tournament, the WAC tournament in Vegas. Our guys are unbelievably pumped. Going to have a great day off tomorrow and get to work on Monday.
Can you take us through a little bit what this moment is like as you guys are in the locker room? And years past, this was it. You guys have so much to look forward to.
Yeah, it means a lot to our guys. You can just see it in their face. You're exactly right. The last 4 years we play this game, and then we were going to play in the CIT or CBI or whatever, which there's nothing wrong with that. But we just knew that we couldn't play in our tournament, and there was really nothing at the end of it. So our guys have worked hard all year long, and it hasn't went as planned, but we sure did finish strong, which is a great thing. And I told these guys from the beginning, all that matters is the 3 games in March, and we're finally there. Our guys are excited. You can just see it in their face, and it's going to be tough, but they love it, and so do I, man. It's been a long time. It's went quick, but it's been a long time. As far as I know, don't hold me to it. Looks like we're going to play UMKC in the first game. UMKC lost to Chicago State tonight. We'll probably play them in the first game on Thursday. That's going to be a tough matchup for us, even though we beat them twice. They're well coached. They play extremely hard. They play a smaller lineup. So that's going to be a battle. Every game's going to be a battle. It's a new season for everybody.
As you reflect on the season, or all 4 years that your seniors were here, what can you say is your most memorable moment with your seniors?
Well, I think back to being in that little building where our taller recruits would hit their heads on the sprinklers, and talking to Josh on crutches, and asking him if he wanted to be a Lope, and that was my first recruit, and he said yes, and I'm glad he did, because there's no way I could have had anybody better than Josh Braun to propel this team to where it is, not only on the floor but off the floor. What he's been able to do for the university as a person, as a student, and then the way he's played. You can't even ask for anything better than that. So when I look back at it, I love Casey. I've known Casey forever when he was in high school. And he made a courageous decision to come back. And I told him the story's not written yet. Maybe things hadn't worked out for him as much as he's planned either, but the story hasn't been written yet. We can write a heck of a last chapter. And then Keontae. I knew Keontae when he came in, and he was a hard-headed guy. And him and I have gone at it day after day after day, and I got a lot of respect for him. So got engaged tonight. I know his girlfriend. She works at Marley. She's a great girl. So I'm happy for both of them. But I'm happy most for those guys because they've grown up and I've been a part of it. So they're just 3 terrific young men. And then Sheik. Sheik's been a guy that comes every day, plays hard, tests our guys on the scout team, and is an incredible worker and even a better person.
Did you know that engagement was coming? And also,
yeah,
just take us through
got
your
my
emotions
blessing.
pregame?
He knew better not to do it without my blessing. So Dwayne did the same thing. So as I said, I've known her for a long time, and she's a terrific person. and he couldn't do any better. So I was happy for him. I'm happy for her. I'm happy for his family, and I'm sure he's grown up a lot since he's been here. So that was a very touching moment for the both of them, for me too.
If you get that kind of Josh, the way he pivoted and fired on that three next week, what kind of lift?
Yeah, I said Josh is the type of player can just turn it on. You never know. I think he's too good of a kid to go down like this, and I told him just to stop thinking, stop pump faking, just let it go. And he can do that. So we're going to need him, but I don't want any extra pressure on him. He just got to play. Just play hard like he did tonight. We got some guys around him. Alessandro continues to play well, and Oscar and Casey and Matt and Jared, all those guys play well. So Josh just got to be Josh and just play his butt off.
Those UMKC games before, those kind of really brought out some in alley because you went to the post so much.
Yeah, we got to guard them. They're small, but they're going to have to guard our big guys too. So we got to make sure we take pressure, sure we pressure them with our post-ups and our rebounding. We know it's going to be a tough matchup, but like I said, we couldn't be happier just to be in a tournament, and it doesn't really matter who we play. We're going to go out there and play as hard as we can.
What do you talk to the guys about with the one-and-done mentality for the guys who haven't been through this except Casey?
It's just it, one and done. We've waited for a long time here. We're going to have a great night tonight, rest tomorrow. We'll game plan as a coaching staff, and then Monday we're just going to turn up the practices and get after it. Leave Tuesday, practice Wednesday, and Thursday at noon. We're ready to roll. So our guys know what it's all about. They've waited all year. Josh has waited 5 years, took a chance. So did Keontae, knowing that we wouldn't be in the tournament. All these guys that came here that were been here before knew that we wouldn't be able to tournament to here. So they understand the magnitude of it. But it's just going to be like anything else. Just go out there and play hard and do what you do.
Is that one of your better offensive nights in a while? The balance of things?
Yeah, probably in a while. They did a lot of trapping, and we did a good job of getting the ball. I think Keontae had 5 assists, just attacking and finishing. We started off great shooting the basketball. Alessandro made 2 threes right away. Oscar made a 3. We were able to get the ball in the post. So, yeah, offensively, we were pretty good. All right, fellas,
Good luck.
thank you. Yeah,
Have fun in
thank you.
Vegas.
Keontae Vernon and his fiance works at Marley's. He had to get a little plug in there, didn't he? Katie,
Yeah,
he works at
certainly
Marley's.
did.
How about our player of the game, Alessandro Laver? 7 games out of the last 11, 20-plus performance.
The freshman has been fantastic. He's got a big boost of confidence. Coach Marley kind of brought him off the bench and brought him along slowly, but once he got his feet underneath him and understood how to play within the confines of this offense, it has been lights out. He's a great pick and pop player and got the ability to shoot the ball behind the arc. Offensively, he's got some good moves down on the post, and he's rebounding the ball much better in the second half of this season as well. Defensively, he's a little slow defensively on that block, but even there, you're seeing some improvement as he's learning to play with his body and not give up the good low post position too early in the shot clock. So he is a very crafty player for a freshman.
23 points, 8 rebounds for Alessandro Laver, and hopefully he'll continue that streak as they go into Vegas next week at the Orleans Arena to begin Western Athletic Conference play. Well, time now to revisit your 3 keys tonight on homecoming night.
Yeah, they were pretty simple. I mean, it was just going inside. We had talked about that, having to go inside. The party was going to be in the paint tonight, and you can see GCU with a +4 advantage. And I also like the 16 fast break points that they got as well. And they got physical. I think the reboundings didn't come off the way they would have liked them on the offensive end, but I really like the defensive field goal percentage. They held them to a sub 40% shooting, and that just has to go with attitude and effort. The seniors really brought it tonight, and then the second half, the guys off the bench picked up their play and just propelled them over the finish line.
Those are your 3 keys to the game. Fantastic. Yet again, we wrap things up here from GCU Arena, but this is it. This is it for another
Final
year.
one for us.
So many great people we work alongside. Marcy, Beth, Michelle's in tonight. Jared, the best in the business with stats. Garrett, Ryan, you could just go on and on. Of course, the award-winning director, Pete Gordon, and Rich Reed, the ever-popular Rich Reed.
Yeah, big thank you to all that helped make me look good, and a big thank you to you as well, partner. I have enjoyed this 4-year ride.
Well, let's keep it going, everybody. We hope we can make it to Las Vegas next Wednesday and Thursday. The GCU women's and men's basketball teams make their WAC tournament debuts at the Orleans Arena. Remember, if you can't make it to Vegas, be sure to tune into ESPN3 for all the action. The men's championship on Saturday on ESPNU. But that'll do it for the final time here at GCU Arena this season, where tonight the Lopes close out the regular season with an 81-68 win over Bakersfield. For the final time this season for Kate Longworth, Scott Williams, and our awesome crew, I'm Barry Butel. We'll see you in Vegas, baby. Good night.